Welcome to Let's Talk Jets Radio.
Mr. Tyrone.
Mr. Tyson, what's going on, OG? Breaking news.
Crazy, man.
We waiting on, man. That's what we waiting on, right?
Complete craziness right now. Complete craziness.
I just want to let everybody in the chat know Tyson said that we signed Aaron Rodgers tonight. We in prime time of getting the bonus, so let's just hope that Mr. Johnson gets that done. I appreciate it. Thank you. What up, boss?
So what's up, everybody? A couple quick housekeeping things. The raffle will announce around 9:30. It's already closed. We're just going to get Gunny on to do that. And if anybody wants to donate, my fundraiser is this weekend from Friday to Sunday. Starts at 5 o'clock on Friday. The link is in the description of the video, so we definitely appreciate that. Mr. Tyrone, yesterday was the day of we were annoyed by the Derek Carr saga. We knew something was going to happen, right? You knew there was going to be leaks sooner or later. And then you find out the Jets were already talking to Aaron Rodgers, and they're meeting with him as we speak. Currently in California, talking to Aaron Rodgers, the New York Jets. Pretty wild stuff, dude.
Get it done. I mean, listen, we went from doom and gloom last night, man. It was kind of ugly. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, listen, and we've been saying we wanted Aaron Rodgers from day one, but I just felt like we wasn't going to get him. Now I feel like, listen, you got to get this done. I mean, listen, Tyson, we're running out of time. And, I think if Woody and them going out there, Green Bay's giving him permission, it's really up to Aaron Rodgers what he wants to do. If he wants to play, to continue and come to New York, you know what I'm saying? I mean, all these things that we're hearing, I'm just not sure on. I guess we'll get our real definite answer within the next probably 24 to 48 hours. I think we'll know if we got him or not. I think everything behind him and Carr was, to me, just a like fourth or fifth place to me. So I'm just, man, I'm excited. I'm hoping that we get a chance to get Mr. Aaron Rodgers in the building. We can move past this. But what are you thinking about Woody being there right now? Like, what's his sell pitch, man? Like, what is he going to say?
This is very easy. This is either going to be an epic celebration where Jets Twitter will crash. It'll crash Twitter, or it's going to be a complete nightmare, a monumental nightmare of epic proportions. There's no in betweens here. Either epic celebration or epic disaster. But I mean, they have Hackett out there. They have Salo. They have Douglas. They have Woody Johnson. Hopefully, Woody Johnson doesn't say a word. Woody Johnson is cringe. Don't talk, Woody. Let Salah sell the team, right? Let Salah sell. Let your buddy Hackett talk. Just keep Woody Johnson quiet. We'll be fine there. And you got to go all in, dude. They're all in. This is their guy. You make it happen. Obviously, according to every report, it's not going to get done tonight. They think Aaron Rodgers is a guy that's like methodical, likes to go through the process, figure things out. It seems like it's retire Packers or Jets. If the Packers give him permission to talk to the Jets, they obviously want to move on. They want to trade him. You got to think if the Packers, if Aaron Rodgers and the Jets are already talking, the compensation is probably already agreed to or very close to. It seems like pretty much everything's probably close to being done. It's up to Aaron Rodgers. Yeah. Do you want to come to the Jets, and will you restructure your contract? That's it.
I mean, it sounds so simple, but with someone who's such a ultimate mind fuck, you don't know what he's thinking, and and it's like, listen, I mean, I don't know how to feel.
But dude, this is
I don't
not
know
hard.
How to feel, man. Like
if Aaron Rodgers wants to come back, you're coming to a team that has your former offensive coordinator, Garrett Wilson, Elijah Moore, Breece Hall, Sauce Gardner, Quinn Williams. The Jets are a team that's ready to win with you. You're coming to a system that you know. So it's either you want to come to New York and deal with the chaos and embrace the ultimate challenge of winning a championship in New York and be an absolute, just ultimate rock star forever around here. Yeah, or do you want to stay in Green Bay and be comfortable, or do you want to retire?
I just listen. I feel like we give him the best chance to win. I think Green Bay defense is like number 25th or 29th in the league.
But the NFC is easier.
Yeah. We have absolutely, but we have all the pieces to be a great team.
It's just him. Does he want to get out of his comfort zone? Yeah. Green Bay is comfortable. Coming to New York is not going to be comfortable because you're entering a desperate franchise that's all in, and the expectation we'll talk to callers tonight. Is we want like championship game. Like making the playoffs is not going to be enough. We're expecting enormous things starting week 1. Go ahead.
With the restructure of his contract though, do you
That's
just
huge.
do you up the money? Do you like look?
I don't
man,
listen
look,
to me. I don't give a fuck about the money.
That's what I'm saying.
Problem.
Tyson,
What
no,
you do is you give me a contract that allows me to sign other players and rebuild this offensive line, get our linebackers in play, and do it that way. I don't care about putting out Woody Johnson's pocket because that guy's been cheap as shit for the last decade.
No,
he hasn't spent anything.
Tyson, what I'm saying is this: they want to restructure his contract though. So what do you just give him an offer he can't say no to? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, what you want? Like, you want 50,000, 50 million a year? You know what?
You know what? You know what?
2 years for the guarantee. You got it, champ.
Can I tell you why they're going to? Because the NFL spotlight, the entire NFL spotlight, is on this conversation that your Jets are having with Aaron Rodgers. If a report comes out that Woody Johnson cheaped out or was unwilling to spend money on the quarterback or do what it takes to get him, you look like a complete jackass to this fan base, and they're gonna be like, "Dude, you got like you can't talk the talk a month ago. I'm willing to spend whatever it takes. I'm gonna go get my quarterback, and then come up short now. He talked it. Now you got to walk it, right? This is it, dude. This is Woody Johnson's time to actually prove that he's gonna be the owner. He's gonna be like the Steve Cohen for the Jets. He's gonna do whatever it takes to get the guy that he wants. Show it to us now. Show it to us. Don't come up short. If it's Aaron Rodgers says, you know what, I'm just going to retire, all right, but don't leave anything up. Don't leave any of your cards on the table, dude. Put it all out there and say, this is what we want to do for you.
Listen, I'm out there. If they're out there right now, I'm making them an offer he can't say no to. The team by itself is definitely everything he needs to be successful. We understand that. But listen, Aaron, you got to restructure your deal. What do you need? You need $50 million a year. You want a 2-year contract, $50 million a year. You play both those years, we'll give you $100 million fully guaranteed. Absolutely, you can have that because listen, this is it for us. This Tyson. This is knife ending, baby. Bases loaded. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
2 hours. This is it. You can't go out there and not nail this. I mean, you've already passed on the next guy that I think can make it successful. Aaron Rodgers changes everything, but like we said, the whole thing is him wanting to come to our market, you know what I'm saying, our media. It's just a lot, you know what I mean? So I'm hoping that he takes a deal. I really, really do. I think time is on nobody's side. I think that at the end of the day, you got to have a plan B and C. And listen,
you got 6 days, dude. This has to be wrapped up by the weekend.
Hold on. Hey, listen, one more gym drop today too, there, big fella.
We'll get to that. Let's go. We'll stay with this.
Gym drop today, big fella.
But this is all about Aaron Rodgers. The Lamar Jackson thing isn't going to happen. Can't even happen until next Wednesday. So you can't do it to the 15th. But
do you think is it telling if they stay out there tonight? If they stay,
they're leaving at 11 o'clock. They'll be back here by 2 a.m.
Okay, all right.
Or whatever it is, 5 a.m. Whatever the hell it is.
Yeah,
they're leaving tonight. Their flights are all booked. But they've already met with him. They've talked to him. Now they're meeting in person. It's just a matter of does Aaron Rodgers want to come here? Does he? It appears if he's taking the meeting, he still wants to play. It's the same thing he wants to play. Does he want to stay in Green Bay or you want to come here?
And you know what, Tyson? Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. A pissed off Aaron Rodgers is exactly what I want. Aaron Rodgers who has something to prove is exactly what I want to come here. Now the question is this though: compensation.
Take it 2 years though.
You have to. That's what I'm saying. Add the extra money on it so he can't say no. Because I think that being stuck with that on a 1 year, Zach's not gonna be ready in 1 year. You know what I'm saying? Zach's gonna need probably the whole 2 years to get him up to level to be able to play at a productive level. Watching one of the best to ever do it, practice habits, study habits, just understanding the game. You know, so I think that if this is the plan, if this is the plan to make everything work, I think Aaron Rodgers is the guy for you because you want to give Zach time. Aaron Rodgers does that. You want to put yourself in the spotlight. He does that. And you want to put your team in the best potential to win and be able to challenge the AFC East and the AFC in general. I think he does. He checks all boxes. But the only problem is him. What does he want to do? Well, that's the scary part, man.
Well, that's the question they had. Why would he have them meet him if he didn't want to come here? I think he wants to know, what are the Jets' requirements? Are they saying, you know what, we want you to restructure your contract. We want you to give us a 2-year commitment. And then he's going to say, okay, listen, I'll come here, but I want you to get these players. Because Aaron Rodgers is very particular about the guys he wants around him. He may say, you know what, I want Corey Linsley at center. I want Bakhtiari to come here.
Who you want? Listen.
But I'm saying that's what dude, listen, we know who Aaron Rodgers is. He's a pain in the ass, bro. So he said, I'll come to your team, but I have conditions that I want met. So the Jets have things they want. Aaron Rodgers has things he wants. And that's why you sit in person at a conference table and say, listen, let's put it all on the table. How do we make this work? Having Hackett in the room helps because that's his friend, but they got to iron a lot of shit out, dude. And the contract's a big one of them, dude.
Does it scare you though does it scare you that they're willing to risk everything on a possibility that he might want to? See, listen, I understand the magnitude and the player that we're talking about, because I'm gonna be honest with you. Like last night, I thought it was a wrap. I just thought he was going back to Green Bay. I thought we lost it on car. Now I was frustrated. Now that, what I'm saying, these reports coming out, they're flying out there, so I know that's a good thing. I know that's one box check. But my thing is this though, like waiting on him and deciding on what he want to do, because to me, the Knicks' best guy is not the Knicks' best guy. I mean, that's why I know this is so important. So you got to get this done. So whatever he really needs, but is it worth what happens if we don't win?
Well, the thing is this. It's right now, we said last night, it's Aaron Rodgers, then it's Lamar Jackson. You can't do that shit about Lamar Jackson until next week. It's the 15th. You can't make offers to the 15th. So right now, it's like you're all in an Aaron Rodgers. You don't care about Jimmy Garoppolo because that's not even, you can't even sign him yet. So you have 5 to 6 days to get this figured out, and it'll get done, dude. Today they'll hash everything out tonight, and he'll probably decide by the weekend. You know how he is, dude. He won't be like, we'll just settle it today. He'll have to make some kind of grand announcement. Maybe go on McAfee first and say, you know what, I want to return to football.
That's next Tuesday.
That's next Tuesday.
We can't wait to Tuesday. Listen, I mean, to me, we need to know by the weekend. I just think the Tyson, listen, like this is what scares me. It's like we're so close to really, really being a solid football team, and the one piece that we're missing is a quality quarterback that I think can put us over. Now, I'm going to be really honest with everyone, and I'm going to say this. I think Aaron Rodgers and Lamar Jackson gives us a great chance to really make noise in the AFC East with the defense that we have.
That's obvious. They're both top quarterbacks.
Absolutely.
But the difference is, the one big difference, though, Lamar Jackson be here a lot longer.
Yeah, absolutely, Tyson. But listen, this has to be done, because listen, if you're putting all your chips on the table and you're trying to bluff, you can't bluff. This is all in, and this what scares me with him. Like, I don't want to get bluffed. I don't want to. We invest all this time, and like you said, this car's off the table, so that's done. So we're going to talk about that no more. So now it's Aaron Rodgers and Lamar Jackson for me. One of those guys has to be a Jet. I don't give a damn which one it is, to be honest with you. I would prefer Aaron Rodgers, because if you want to work with Zach, you give Zach time to grow. You know what I'm saying? And it'll fall out right in line perfectly. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But if you're waiting on someone else to make a decision, that's really, really.
But they're here. It's going to come down to, they're going to walk out of the room tonight and tell us, Aaron, let us know what you think. If they don't get, because I don't think he's going to decide tonight. He can say, all right, you know where we stand. I know where you stand. We're on the same place. Or they can say, you know what? I appreciate what you guys are saying. It's not what I'm looking for. I'm going to retire. Because the one thing that kind of got me concerned a little bit was Adam Schefter's report saying that the thought earlier this week or last week was, they thought Aaron Rodgers was going to retire. And the Jets would almost have to talk him out of it. Like, he's going to retire. If he gets to that point where he's like, I think I'm pretty much done, and they beg him to come back, then I'm like, you know what? Like, Dana White always has that thing. Dana White always says it. He's like, once you think about retiring your head and you're serious about it, retire. Because you come back, like the Chuck Liddell thing, it never works out, dude. And it doesn't work for you. So
it takes so much. It takes so much to, like Tyson, you're a fighter, so you already know what it is. You train fighters. You know what it takes every day to get yourself there. I understand Aaron Rodgers' body over time just doesn't want to go through all that. He doesn't mind the season part of it. It's just the preparing before the season. But I will say this though. But you're absolutely correct. I don't want him if he don't want to be here. Nope. I don't want him if he ain't gonna be all invested. That's what 2
years.
Exactly. That's what scares me, Tyson. And then listen, I don't want to be sitting here this time next year having the same fucking conversation.
That's exactly.
That's exactly what's gonna happen.
But see, that's where you hope that the Jets have an absolute blueprint and plan of how they want to handle this. They go in there with the mindset, and they all on the same page, saying, "Listen, we all agree we want Aaron Rodgers badly, but we want a 2-year commitment. If you cannot give us a 2-year commitment, 1 year is just not good enough for us. We cannot do that." That's a Band-Aid, dude. You're all in for 1 year makes no sense, and I wouldn't do that at all. Then you pivot. You pivot to Lamar Jackson.
Tyson, listen, I know everyone wants to say we're a win-now team. I'm not necessarily saying we're a win-now team. I'm not going to say
they're
that.
Close enough, dude. You have a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers, the talent they have, they can compete with anybody.
I'm gonna say that we are really close, but I'm not. But I can't fully go into that. Now, this is what scares me more than anything. Woody Johnson is so dangerous because he'll sit back and he'll sell his soul, and the price will be cheap. You put everything into Aaron Rodgers, he give you 1 year, then Tyson, we're fucked. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to put ourselves in that situation.
It's 2 years, dude.
That's conversation. It has to be, because anything other than that is a loss to me. I mean, to get him here,
I'm not.
But now, I do say this though, Tyson. I think that the caliber of defense that we have and the running backs that we have, and the problem is, man, he's such a fucking diva though. That's the that's just the issue. He's just a fucking diva.
See, the
It's
thing
like,
is,
oh,
like there's two. We'll go to callers next. There's two ways to look at this, and there's the one way as an excited Jet fan, you're like, holy shit, that's Aaron Rodgers, one of the best quarterbacks we've ever seen in our lifetime, could be playing for our favorite team. That's friggin' awesome. That's just to
absolutely.
have him number. Like, he can wear Joe Namath's number. I don't give a shit about that. To
Yeah.
have him on our squad is unbelievable. Then there's the side that's the Jet fan that's been watching Aaron Rodgers as a Packer and knowing the diva and prima donna he is and all the shit he does and some of the things that rubs you completely the wrong way. And you're like,
Oh,
man. And Joe Klecko said it best, dude. It could fracture your locker room. It
yo,
could rub some of
absolutely.
these young players the wrong way. Like they idolize and look up to him, but at some point they're like, listen, dude, like this
He's
is
an
the way we roll
asshole.
around here.
You're
That's
ass.
the risk you take. And you hope
That's
that his performance and everything else overshadows all that other little bullshit he brings to the table.
Tyson.
Because
Let
the
me ask
only
you.
problem you have is if he doesn't play well or they start out rough, that's where shit can spiral out of control.
Yeah, let me ask you. Let me ask you a real question though. Honestly, who would you prefer, Aaron Rodgers or Lamar Jackson?
Man, if it's too that's tough, dude. Because Lamar Jackson's like a long. He's what 26 years old. How old is Lamar
Yes,
Jackson?
he's like 20. He's like 25, 26. Yeah.
It's just you get 2 years of Rodgers or 5 years of Lamar. You know?
With the weapons that we got in Lamar, bro. Like I
Yeah.
don't. I just. I listen.
It's a
it-
Lamar
it-
Jackson is just he's just becoming all he's just a different player, dude. He's
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 a
he's literally
different
heading into the
kind of
prime of his career,
animal
dude.
with
And the
with
thing
no
about him is the
help.
guaranteed money, but
Yo, I mean him and Brees in the same backfield. Oh my God. Yo, listen.
the
It's
also
just.
thing is
It's
too is
just.
also you got to figure out what are you and this is a good point here too. It's while you say that, but what is the compensation? Lamar Jackson would be 2 first-round picks.
Yep.
What are you giving up for Aaron Rodgers? And it's just the injuries and the thing about
Yo.
Lamar. Listen, Lamar is crazy good. The injuries concern you. But
Bro,
he
I
is
don't
just
listen.
something else, man.
This what kills me, right? People are ready to give up two first rounders for Aaron Rodgers, no motherfucking question. Now you don't want to give up two. Listen, you don't want to give up two for Lamar. Like you don't give up two for Lamar. Like listen, this kid has absolutely been a stud, and what's being done to him, yo, listen, this kid being motivated, knowing somebody wants him and wants to pay him, and you're telling me that's a fucking problem. That's crazy. Like
No, I
listen,
agree. He's
all
a
these
great player.
reports. All these reports coming out today that people don't want this kid. You're telling me that
That's
you got
collusion, man.
one
You
of
know what
the
it is though?
one of the.
It is. You know what
I
that is
know.
though? It's the NFL owners that are still
Yep.
pissed off about the Deshaun Watson
Yep.
contract and all that guaranteed money. That's what it
We'll
is.
talk to Cleveland then, because we don't got nothing to do with that shit. I'm telling you,
Yep.
if Joe D could get this kid for 2 first-round picks, man, there's no
But
fucking
would he do
question.
that to Baltimore though? Would he do that to his former team?
Man, fuck Baltimore. We don't
I
play for
mean,
them.
I'm just
Yo,
saying.
this.
Would Joe Douglas do that though?
But listen, Tyson, at the end of the day, like, listen, he has to go somewhere. They're going to give him the best deal. I'm going to be honest with you. I wouldn't mind offering Baltimore 3 first-round picks for Lamar Jackson. I would do that.
Ooh.
I would definitely do that, Tyson, just because of the magnitude of what we're getting, Tyson. Like it's not getting an old Russell Wilson. It's getting Lamar Jackson in his fucking prime,
I
man,
agree.
in his prime. This kid with the weapons that we have, we're really not paying no fucking body. And this kid, if you watch, has never missed the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's ever missed the playoffs. The kid was an MVP in his first full season, and you're telling me that this kid ain't worthy of giving him what he wants? And he doesn't listen. It's not even about for the guaranteed contract. Because you know what he really wanted? He wanted 240 million, and he wanted like 200 million guaranteed. Why wouldn't you give this kid that?
He's
Why
young,
wouldn't
dude.
you give this kid
Listen, I
that?
have no
Yo,
problem. Listen, that's not my money.
you
I don't
know,
give a fuck, dude. Like,
you
when it comes to money in football, the amount of money
yo,
NFL
I
owners
just,
makes, I don't feel bad for them. Especially when it comes to the Jets, they haven't paid money for anything. But
yo,
I
I'm
mean,
just,
we'll go to callers. We'll bring on. We'll talk about all this stuff. It's an exciting time. It's a nerve-wracking time. And what all you do is like, it is so hard to be productive at work because you're like, let me just check
yo,
my cell phone real quick and scroll
I
Twitter because it's
mean,
like you can't help it now.
hey, listen, man. I've got like 12 phone calls today. Hey, bro, what's gonna happen? I don't know. I ain't plugged in like that. Hey, listen, you know what someone told me today? They were like, look, once the Lamar news came out, right? He called me. He was like, yo, big dog, I got a question, man. You think we should go for Lamar? I said, listen, man. You give me Aaron Rodgers or Lamar Jackson. If I had a choice, I'm choosing Lamar. If we get Aaron Rodgers, you will not hear a complaint out of me. My only problem, my only issue is this, man. Listen, this team is a young team. I just don't see Aaron Rodgers being that kind of guy that's going to be showing up for OTAs. You're not going to see him and not getting the continuity with these
But
young
he, but that,
these
but
young
see, that's something
receivers.
that you got to. I mean, Hackett could speak to that because he knows him firsthand. So he's got to tell Solid an honest assessment of what Aaron Rodgers is going to bring to the table. And
Yeah,
Aaron
but
Rodgers has got to look Solid in the face and Douglas in the face and say, "This is my level of commitment to your organization. This is what I'm willing to do." And if it's got to
well,
be take it or leave it. Is this what you're going to do? Or
Tyson,
not going to do? Because think about it, this is the
Tyson
first time he's going to actually have to do that. In Green Bay, he knows the way of the world over there. He can come in late,
Right.
leave early, do whatever the fuck he wants. He knows the offense. He knows the system. He knows the players. This is a whole new
Tyson,
regime, man.
let me ask you a question. You don't think that'll create some animosity from players? Like, yo, why the fuck he ain't here? Oh, pretty boy.
But that's what I'm saying.
Pretty boy
They
laid
have
back.
to,
That's
but don't you think that Saleh and those guys got to establish some kind of precedent? Like, listen, this is what we have. This is our system. This is our program. Do you think you'll fit in that?
Tyson, do you really believe that? Honestly, you've seen.
You
Listen,
hope they're
you know
confident.
what? You know what? What's really crazy is I had a lot of respect for Saleh as being a player's coach, but the one thing I do firmly disagree with Saleh is, man, like whatever the big dogs tell him to do, he's gonna do. So they's like, yo, let Aaron do whatever the fuck he want to do. Listen,
Well, everybody has a boss. Everybody has a boss, dude.
Yeah, but listen, this is the point right here.
But listen, Saleh reports to Joe Douglas. Joe Douglas reports to Woody Johnson. If Woody Johnson says do this, what do you say? Look, dude, I have a job. I work in an office, dude. You think every day I do what I want to do? No. Sometimes my boss says, hey, man, I want you to do X, Y, and Z. And that's what I have to do. I may not agree with it. That's what I'm going to do.
Okay, but if your decision, your boss's decision is going to cost the company, I don't know, $100 million, and you already know that you're going to be the fucking scapegoat, it's nobody else getting blamed. Now, owner's not going to.
But what you do is you intelligently express your concerns, and then you find ways to try to make it work and avoid the problem from happening.
Yeah, but you're still going to get fired. You know, listen.
But that's the worst case scenario, dude. But that's the worst
case
scenario.
I know, but that's the worst case scenario.
There's risk in all of this, dude. There is risk bringing Aaron Rodgers here. You got to assume that last year his poor play was from his finger, his thumb. There's no guarantees that you're going to get a vintage Aaron Rodgers when he comes to the Jets.
Tyson, listen, Aaron Rodgers at his half best is better than anything we've ever had. I'm going to be honest with you. And, you know,
so then what are you worried about then?
No, that's not the point. The point of what I'm trying to say is this, though. The reason they lost last year, in my opinion and my assessment of it, is he didn't work with them young guys doing the summer.
But they got better as the year went out. Then if they flamed out,
exactly, Tyson. Exactly, Tyson. He came on because he had continuity with them guys at the end of the season. Okay. We need to hit the ground running. We can't fuck around and come out here and, you know what I'm saying, in our division, Buffalo, Miami.
So and Patriots, that's what
got to come out and play. You got to come out and play. Listen, just show up in June. That's all. June and July, we're good to go. I don't want to see Aaron Rodgers coming in. Yo, I don't know, bro. But Lamar Jackson, I'm definitely having that conversation, bro. I'm serious.
I'm just messaging Gunny here, so he has all this stuff. We will bring on Bubs. Bubs, what's up, man?
What's up?
How's it going? Thanks for having me on.
Hey.
How you doing, man?
How you doing?
Pretty good. I think today was probably the most I've refreshing Twitter since probably since Aaron Judge's when he was a free agent, when the MLB winter meetings are going on. It's probably the most I've refreshed Twitter since then. So it's been a couple months. It's been it's nerve-wracking and exciting. I mean, you guys nailed it right on the head with all your takes so far. Like, this is it. Like, they're the center. All the lights are on the Jets right now, and they've got, again, as you guys mentioned, it's either this ends up where we're all pumped up and excited, or we're ended up with no Rodgers and plan C, D, or F.
Yep.
What's up, Moles?
Well, I mean, because you think about it, dude, this is Woody Johnson's defining moment. Yep. This is Joe Douglas's defining moment. You have a legendary quarterback that's on the brink of being traded. Can you get it done or not?
Exactly. Yeah. And again, like Woody, again, you guys talked about like Woody saying a couple months ago that, you know, he's willing to do whatever it takes to bring in, you know, a big time quarterback here. You can't all of a sudden now, whatever Rodgers wants, you got to give it to him. You can't all of a sudden now, you know, Rodgers says whatever he wants, you know, contract wise or, you know, in terms of compensation and all that. And Woody all of a sudden, you know, says, you know what, let's back off. You can't do that, you know, especially when the entire NFL world is watching.
You know why Woody Johnson can't do that? Mm-hmm. This fucking organization raised ticket prices during a winning streak. You're going to go out and raise ticket prices and your team epically collapses. Don't cry to be about you can't spend money on a quarterback. They haven't been forced to spend money in years because they've sucked.
Yep.
Right? What's the big you go out and get Carl Lawson, you go get this. They didn't spend big money yet. So now you make your power move. They owe it to the
Yep.
fans to do it now.
Yep, absolutely. Hey, Bubs,
Exactly.
I got a question for you, Bubs. What, so listen, if you had a choice, man, between Aaron Rodgers and Lamar Jackson, who you picking?
To be honest, as much as I was all aboard the car train and there are some concerns about Rodgers, I'd actually take Rodgers over Lamar.
Okay.
I'm not in love with Lamar. I'm not. Like I know he's entering the prime of his career, but he's the past I think it's 2 years. He's only played 12 games. He's a very mobile quarterback. He's runs a ton. It's just I'm concerned that if you go out and get him, he might not be the same in 3 years. He just might not be because it's going to take a wear and tear on his body. And also, I mean, he's not a big time passer. He's not. I mean, I think he threw 17 touchdowns last year. Like he's not a huge passing guy. I could just see it. Like Elijah Moore got upset when Zach wasn't throwing him the ball. I could just see there being problems there. That's just me.
But Bubs,
when you have
But you're looking at the quality of receivers that he has, though, Bubs.
Yeah.
He's never had receivers of our caliber on his team. I don't think. He's never, like he's been throwing. I mean, and I'm not knocking Baltimore's saying that their receivers are trash, but I'm being honest with you. I think the best receiver he had last year, other than his tight end, was was this special team guy, the one that killed us. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he really had nobody like Garrett Wilson or have somebody like Elijah Moore. And I think he's got a lot accurate the last couple of seasons. But but Bubs, I understand where you're coming from as well. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know what you're getting. You don't want the RG3 type situation where he gets hurt. And I think this year, Bubs, I think he could have actually came back, Bubs. I think it was a business decision. I think he decided, like, look, you guys don't want to pay me. I'm not putting my career at risk. You know? And at that part, I do not blame him for it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I definitely agree because I think personally, if I was like if I was Lamar, I don't know if I'd risk it at all that either because again, like you mentioned, he's going to an off season where he's either going to get franchise tagged or he's looking for a big payday or he's going to get traded. Nobody's going to want to trade for a quarterback if he goes out there and then re-injures himself further and is in danger of missing all next year. So you do make a great point, but. Again, I mean, all these guys come with risks. That's what happens when you whiff on the number 2 overall pick, as we've said that, time and time again over the past couple months here.
Yes, sir.
But, again, just some other things, too, on Rodgers to kind of add on. And then kind of one just quick question for you guys. Like, again, I'm not doubting. None of us are really doubting what he can do on the field. We all know that. It's the off the field stuff. It's the whole workouts. It's the locker room. It's the, whether or not, and Prime or Tyson, when you said a couple minutes ago, the Adam Schefter report does worry me a little bit about 100%. Now, like them trying to drag him out of retirement. That just worries me because how committed is he going to be? Is he going to that just worries me. And then that definitely tells you that he's probably not going to be here for 2 years. If he's contemplating retirement this year, why is he going to all of a sudden say, you know what? Yeah, I'll play 2 more years with the Jets. That just doesn't make sense. So that's my concern is already how much committed he would be. If he wants to retire, now you got to drag him back into it. Is he gonna, even care at that point? That's just
the counter to that is Adam Schefter saying that, but then AJ Hawk on McAfee was like, he has too much left in the tank to retire. He just has too much. He's very competitive. Mm-hmm. He's a competitor, and his nature, like he just knows he has a lot left in the tank. Because AJ Hawk knows a lot, dude, but you can see he just doesn't want it. He doesn't say. He never says anything.
He doesn't. Yeah.
So that's the one thing. I mean, that's just. It's gonna be fascinating, man. What's the question that you have?
Well, it's not like a serious question, but out of the 4 guys on the plane, who do you trust the most?
So you got Woody Johnson, definitely not.
Hackett,
Douglas,
Hackett, Saleh.
Hackett's
Douglas.
the biggest X factor in this.
Yeah.
Well, Hackett is your biggest ally because that's Rodgers' good friend. If anything makes him feel comfortable, it's going to be him selling the offense, selling the ease of transition, everything else. That's your salesperson, dude, because that's who Aaron Rodgers is going to trust the most. You figure Joe Douglas and Saleh are selling wolf tickets, man. They're selling you they're like used car salesmen, man. They're going to sell you whatever they can, right? But Hackett's his guy. Hackett's like, listen, man, I'll work with you. I'll get you through this. I know what we have in the building. This won't be the transition will be easy. He's going to be your ally there. I think it's going to be Hackett, not Woody Johnson. I hope Woody Johnson didn't talk at all.
If anything, I hope Woody just stayed on the plane.
Yo, I'm gonna agree with you, Tyson, on that one. I think Hackett brings the biggest comfortability for Aaron Rodgers. I think, listen, he's a creature of different habits. He's a very methodical person, so he analyzes things about everything. So he's reading body language. He's sitting in there looking at Woody like, look, man, I know you full of shit. We just cut the check, big fella.
Yep.
I think he's looking at Salah as, you know what, you're a nice guy. Look at that Joe D. You'll get the pieces that I need. But Hackett is somebody that I know, I trust, I believe in. It's worked before. So I think that's a great selling point. But like Bubs, you made a great ass point, and Tyson said it earlier. Like now you got me thinking now, like, damn, are they trying to just like, pull him out of retirement to like beg him damn near to come here? Because listen, the one thing I will say this, and I did watch the McAfee show today, Tyson. I'm going to say this about Aaron Rodgers. His legacy is very important to him. So if he comes here, he's coming here to win. Yeah. So I think if he does
but you can find that out by talking to somebody. That's why you spend 4 or 5 hours with him in person. You look them in the eye and you have a true, genuine conversation. And you can tell somebody's bullshit and you're not. Like you can read people, dude. I know when somebody's talking to me, like, you can go buy a car. I bought a car a few months ago. You know when a guy's bullshit and you're like, all right, dude, listen. I know this is part of your shtick, but I don't believe you. Let's cut through this level. Let's cut through this level out and tell me what you really like. We know you have the guaranteed money, but what is your level of commitment? Like, how bad do you want to play? And you ask Roger, what is your vision when you come to New York? What is your expectation when you come here? You can ask him detailed questions to really figure out what's in his heart and soul in terms of what he wants to do in football.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's too why Hackett's so big, because he's, again, been around him, so he knows what he really wants. I agree. I'd probably go either Douglas or Hackett. Because Solid to me is probably just going to give you coaches speak, just the typical. And
we're here to make you money. We're here to make you a star. We're here to make you a Hall of Famer. I already am a Hall of Famer.
I'm already a Hall of Famer. That shit's not going to work.
You know what they should have do is they should have, instead of bringing like whatever the other people that are in the plane, they should have had like Sauce Gardner in there and Garrett Wilson in there.
Yo, right? You see that tweet? Did y'all see that tweet today though? Like, they're always on it. Like, you know what I mean? Listen, like Sauce was like, hey, if you come here, Aaron, listen, I won't pick you off in practice, and I'll burn the cheese head. So that was funny as hell. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's so cool though, man. I mean, like, we have a young nucleus of good players. Like, I know Aaron Rodgers is a very methodical person, so I'm not going to say that he's toxic, because I don't believe that. I think that he is just who he is. He moves the way he moves. So I think that him getting somebody in the building that he does trust, I mean, player-wise too. Like Tyson, you made a valid point. You got to get somebody in the building that he's comfortable being around, because he's coming to a whole new environment, and he's not the kind of guy that.
But it even makes sense for Hackett, dude. If for Hackett to say, I'm bringing Aaron Rodgers here, and to bring in a Cobb or a Lazard or a Robert Tonyan, guys that know the offense, it helps you explain it to other guys. Yeah, if Lazard or Cobb are there, it helps Garrett Wilson figure things out. It helps Elijah Moore figure things out. Every coach that comes in, they bring in their guys. A coordinator brings in his guy. You always bring in those pieces to kind of help you out. Like we always, when Mike LaFleur came here, you thought he was going to bring in a bunch of 49er guys to help him get his shit figured out. So. Bro,
I'm definitely signing Cobb ASAP. No. Hold on. He signed a contract with Green Bay, isn't he?
I think it was a 1-year deal, wasn't it?
Okay. Well, hopefully. I mean, it's somebody he really trusts and loves. So I'm definitely bringing him in.
Tonyan, Bakhtiari, all those guys. Mercedes Lewis.
I think Bakhtiari's not leaving Green Bay though. I think he signed a contract. Tyson. I don't think he's a free agent.
Yep. Is Lazard? I think Lazard is, right?
Lazard.
Yeah, I don't know how much money he's going to want.
Yeah, Lazard is. But I think with Lazard, though, I think he really wants to go somewhere else as well.
Yeah. You know where he wants to go? Who pays him the most money?
Absolutely. Why wouldn't he? That's his job.
Yeah. Bubs, thanks for calling it, man. We appreciate it.
Hey, have a good night, bro.
Have a good one, guys.
Man. Great call, bro. Great call.
All right. Thank you guys for all joining us. Everybody is quite excited. Lots to talk about here. Lots to cover. For those of you interested, I just talked to Gunny. He'll be coming on, I think around 9:30. We'll announce the winner of the raffle. The raffle is closed, but and we have like 174 entries, which is completely crazy. Thank you all for that.
Crazy, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate the support, man. The support's been overwhelming. The link to the donation thing is actually in the description, but I'm bringing on this guy next. Yo, dude.
How's it going?
Bro, thank you so much, man.
Big fella. What's up, big fella?
I just I didn't really notice the link until you were talking about it last night's show, and I really like the cause you're running for. So
appreciate that,
bro. That was extremely generous, dude. That was like I almost fell off my chair, man. That is, I cannot send me your information, dude. I'll send you a shirt and stuff, dude. That was crazy, man. I really appreciate it.
It's no worries, dude. It's all good. I had my best friend actually lost his battle with PTSD. And so that's why it just really touched me. So,
So sorry.
Damn, man. Yeah,
Sorry
so
about
definitely,
that.
definitely send me. No, you're good, man. Send me your your address and your T-shirt size, man. I'll get your shirt out to you, man. But dude, I was completely overwhelmed. So thank you, man. So talk to me about Aaron Rodgers, dude. Are you ready to buy a number 12 jersey?
I actually would buy a number 12 jersey because it'd be the worst. It'd be
Damn
the
right.
first quarterback who's not going to go to waste.
Absolutely.
Knock on wood. Knock on wood.
Oh my
But
goodness, man.
my only concern with Rodgers is if he drags this out a little bit, because I think we need to restructure a few guys that will be willing to take less money if they have Rodgers on the team, right? And we need to clear that money up before Monday so we can actually sign free agents.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Well, you got to think. You would think, but like a guy like Carl Lawson would probably be like, you know what? I'll restructure my contracts. I want to play with Aaron Rodgers. Him,
Right.
possibly
CJ
Mosley. Yeah, a lot of these guys will probably start bending over backwards. Say, hey, you know what? Let's figure shit out. We want this guy here because we want to chase the ring. You know.
Right, and then like Sheldon Rankins too.
Well, he's a free agent.
We'll take cheaper deal.
Yeah.
But you know the one thing about it is though, I was reading somewhere, man, that like Sheldon Rankins in big demand this offseason, man. He might really get that bag this season, bro. So I think he likes the D line. I think certain players like Lawson, will restructure. I think JMF well will restructure. But I think what you got to do is
JFM.
JFM, you know what I mean?
Corey
you know
Davis.
what I was talking about. Yeah, Corey Davis is getting cut, bro. Listen, him and Braxton Berrios both got to go. But Blake, you made a really good point though. Like guys are, you got to free up this money by Monday, because free agent starts on the 15th. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you have no other choice but to start freeing things up, because you still got to sign other players regardless.
Right, and that was going to be like my next point, is that it's kind of weird, and I don't know if it's because our season actually went so long this year, like we were actually so interested for so long, but like I don't really have a free agent like that we have to go get. I would rather retain our own dudes, and like the draft, like I have a few guys like I like, but I haven't dove into it to like years past.
But what about? I got two questions for you then. So what about the safety position? Would you look to upgrade there? Like you have a Jimmy Ward out there, the guy from the Eagles.
I wouldn't pay Jimmy Ward because all he does is drop interceptions. We need to focus on that.
Okay.
And, he's such an upgrade over what we have though. Like Jimmy Ward is such an upgrade over what we have as well though. I mean,
but I would go give Chauncey Gardner the bag. 6 picks last year. If we had a ball hawker back there, that would complete it. And so that's another reason why we need to clear up this freaking cap space.
So then you have that. So you have the safety position. The other big position for me is linebacker, where he's the free agent. And Quan Alexander had that tweet, like, I can't wait to see what's next. It doesn't sound like he's coming back.
No, it doesn't sound good at all,
Quincy,
bro.
right? You bring Quincy back, CJ restructures, and then we draft a guy and then bring in a guy. Like you're looking solid there.
Yeah.
So and I guess Blade, we'll discuss this now because this is Tyrone's talking point as well. The comment is, I come on this video a couple weeks ago, but forget about Rodgers. You really get a chance to fix the draft mistake. Got to go get Lamar Jackson.
Exactly. And then I want to clear something up that Bubs was saying he's not a passer. When he was an MVP, he had the most passing touchdowns from the pocket. And the next year, he would have led it, but the only person that beat him was Drew Brees. That dude can throw the football. He's just not asked to do it.
Yep.
He don't have the weapons though, Blake.
What was that?
He doesn't have the weapons. I mean, if you look at what he's been given, he kind of reminds me of, remember when Donovan McNabb was on the Eagles and he never had no receivers until he got T.O., then he just blew up, won Super Bowl. I just, it's hard, man. I think Lamar Jackson is probably, to me, one of the best in the league right now. Top 5 for sure.
Right.
Rodgers,
my problem with Lamar Jackson is the injury history. I mean, when all this came out, and like that's why I really haven't been on the show, because I hate. Nothing is you guys hate talking about the same shit every week. Like,
so do I.
I just like it. Just,
Try being us.
Man,
Try being us.
Kills me. I just like come in and like listen to Steve, and then.
Did you see? Wait, hold on. Before we talk, did you see the show last night and the weights?
Yeah, I did. I did, dude. I was dying.
Hey, 3 pounds is 3 pounds is what? Which one is heavier?
I've listed some heavy boxes. 5 pounds.
Yeah. I felt so bad for him though. In the middle of it, but. When all this came out, my number 1 was Rodgers, and then Lamar, then Carr.
Mm-hmm.
But Lamar, it worries me that he's hurt back to back. But I think it's just a usage thing, is mostly, and you're gonna have to pay him. I bet it's $250, 5 years, fully guaranteed. That's what I bet it is. Like you're getting a bag.
Yep.
I don't think it's for the guarantee. I think it's
Why?
250, probably 200 or 189 for the guarantee. And I think he'll jump at it. I think he will.
Deshaun Watson, he's gonna want Deshaun Watson money. Like,
What?
dude.
Deshaun Watson's money ain't for the guarantee though. He got
Yeah, it is.
230.
Yeah, it is. That's the problem.
But I thought he got 230 and only like 200 is fully guaranteed.
All of it's fully guaranteed. They fucked everybody.
They fucked everybody.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You're not getting 250 for listen. You're not getting 250 for the guarantee from nobody. That's not happening. I think you get him close though. Get him close. He's working.
You get people bidding against each other. That's the problem.
Yeah,
It's like Atlanta's gonna come in late, be like, "Oh, we'll give you everything," and then like Woody's gonna be an idiot, be like, "Give him the bag. I don't care, blank check." Which I wouldn't be fully against as long as he's MVP Lamar, and then that's the same thing with Rodgers too.
Yep.
But
So if you had a big concern about Aaron Rodgers, what is it?
So besides this, it dragging out over the weekend, right? I mean, as far as like the season play, is him not fully committing. Yeah. And I wonder how much of that is like the media, like making it, because everyone who's played with Aaron Rodgers loves him, right?
Right.
And I'm sure he'll come in the locker room and he'll be awesome. And I hope he comes in and just gives like, he hates young guys, but I hope he gives Garrett Wilson, Breece Hall, like these guys a chance to, really show them.
Well, I mean, I think he's not stupid. He knows in order to be successful, he's got to have chemistry with Elijah Moore and Garrett Wilson, Breece Hall. He's got to make it work. He can't just sit in the corner and be like alienate himself. But at the same time, he's not going to be out till 1 o'clock in the morning playing video games. These guys either. He's going to do his own thing.
But listen though, the one thing you have to understand about Aaron Rodgers, and the one thing you understand about Garrett Wilson and Elijah Moore, these guys want to be great. They're going to do whatever it takes to do what it takes to make Aaron Rodgers happy. These kids already know what he is. He's walking in the building as Aaron Rodgers. These kids watched him. They probably pretended to be him back in high school. So he's going to come in from day one and get their respect. And what he does in the field, he's going to garner that. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. You can't deny that. So they're going to respect him. It's just if he gets mad, throw him under the bus, they'll lose respect for him. You know what I'm saying? But who he is on the field, his accomplishments, man. Listen.
Well, it'd be funny. It'd be funny to see Aaron Rodgers chirp something about the receivers after game. Garrett Wilson would be right back at him.
Oh, you already know, bro. You already know.
Throwing his hands in the air on the field and shit.
Garrett Wilson will not tolerate shit.
Yo, Garrett would be like, yo, hey, look here, man, throw the ball right, bro. If the ball right, I can catch that. Well, maybe, if you was here during the summertime, maybe this should have been, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I don't think he's a cancer either. I think that they blow it up. I just say he don't play that game, man. Aaron Rodgers does what he wants. He does what he wants to do.
Yeah.
Already a comment from Garrett. Already. He's already talking. Already. This show is the greatest of all time, baby.
It's like that account just waits for the mention, man. The minute they mention that dude's like in there so fast.
Dude, I swear he's like 7 players too.
Yo. Hey, but I want to say this right here.
It's not really the cancer thing I'm worried about. It's like I want him to come in. If he comes in with like a fire under his ass, like I want to go win a bowl. Yep. That's more like if he comes in and just be average teammate, I want him to come in and just like lead the locker room. Like this is what we're gonna do. We're here to win a Super Bowl.
My team. He embraces New York, truly embraces being a Jet and gets after it. That's what you want to see. Absolutely.
Yeah, and there's no better choice. There's no better choice.
You know what scares me more than anything? It's like being in a relationship right when it's about to end, and the best thing for you to do is walk away, but you beg that person to stay. You're like, nah, we can work it out, and the shit never works out. Like him wanting to retire, if he comes here, I don't want to hear anything about retirement because we already know what's going to happen next. You know what I mean? I don't. That's what scares me.
But like the way I look at it is just like if we got 1 year, let's do it. What's our
time out? So if Aaron Rodgers won the commercial for just 1 year, you would do it?
Yeah. What else would you do?
Dude, I'm out.
If he says, I'm going to give you 1 year, everything I got, and then we'll reevaluate.
No. Nope. Can't do it.
You want him to fully commit to 2 years.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
So you'd rather go Jacoby Brissett this year?
No, I'd pivot to Lamar Jackson.
If I had to,
I'm not selling myself for 1 year. I'm not.
Nah, but you can't.
But what you can't guarantee Lamar coming here.
I mean, true indeed.
He's gonna want to go to Atlanta probably.
Okay, I'm not gonna guarantee. I'm not gonna throw everything. Put my team at risk for the next 5 or 10 years
For a
on the
1 year
possibility you're
band-aid.
gonna be here for 1 year, bro. That's crazy. You can't do that.
I
You
would.
can't
I
do it.
would.
Plus,
If you,
plus the
I
cap,
would.
plus the cap hit you're going to take in the years to come.
Do you think that's
Nah.
gonna get restructured?
Now, he's got to be restructured. But listen. If he wins the Super Bowl and then wants to retire, listen. If he won a
Oh
Super Bowl,
yeah,
I'd
That's
be
different.
bro.
That's not.
drunk I wouldn't even know he retired or not. I'd be drunk
Hey,
for a
No,
listen.
year.
dude. Yeah.
If he wins the Super Bowl, I'll take another 50 years of this bullshit.
Right.
But if for 1 year and we don't get there, no, first
If he
round,
wins the Super Bowl,
we
he can
go
cancel
home.
next year. I can give a shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't even care. You know what I'm saying?
I
But
think it's the
no.
way his personality. You're not going to get a 2 year commitment out of him, unless that's just got to be. Unless Joe
That's a lot.
Douglas like
That's a
works
hell
some
of a
magic.
risk, bro. That's a hell of a risk, bro, to take, man. And he takes one
But
year, and then you're back in the same boat without a quarterback,
We're
and
having the
then
same
you're already
conversation next year.
and you're
yeah.
still paying him. You're still paying him not to be here. That's a lot of bread to do that.
Okay.
Plus
I know
giving them
we're
draft
fans.
picks.
I know we're
That's a
fans.
lot.
And that's not what we want. But let's think of it like a Joe Douglas, Robert Saleh. Like if they get Aaron Rodgers this year, they guarantee their
Hey,
job for 3 more years.
Hey, listen. One thing about
You know what
Joe
I mean?
Douglas we
Like
realize is Joe Douglas is not an ignorant man. He's a very, very smart man. Joe Douglas would not sign Aaron Rodgers for 1 year and give up what he have to give up. That it's just he's not going to do that, bro.
Yeah.
That makes no
well, he's
logical
not
sense
free. This
because
is
you put
contract.
yourself behind the 8 ball. You know what I'm saying? And your career, your legacy hinges on this team winning. Like so far he's done a good job in certain areas. If you make a mistake like that, you already made a mistake picking Zach,
He has to win this
man.
year or he's out. He has to.
I,
He has to make the playoffs this year or he's out.
I
Or
mean,
like a freak reason why he's not.
I don't listen. Me. This
He's
is my
got to
whole thing about it.
he's got to put
Go
food
ahead,
on the table.
man. All food ain't good food, man. You know what I mean? All food ain't good food. Everybody can't cook, big dog. I'm trying to tell you, everybody can't cook. Some people don't use seasoning. I don't know what the fuck to tell them. I mean, I need pepper and seasoning on my shit. That's just me. I'm
As
not
an
putting. I'm
NFL
not.
GM, he's getting paid pretty well, I'm assuming.
I know, but I'm not taking that risk of we giving up a first and a third or 2 seconds in the first, and then he decides to leave, and then we're in the same boat
Next
needing a
year.
quarterback. We still got the cap hit from Aaron Rodgers, and we
Yeah.
gave up capital.
Well, you know what is
Oh,
if they did that, you know what the selling points could be. And this is, I understand what you're saying, Blade, for the 1 year, but their
Yeah.
selling point could be like, well, we have him here for 1 year. Zach Wilson's learning from him for 1 year. Then they could transition to Zach next year.
shit.
If
Yeah.
that's their
Sound like-
plan, I'm going to jump right off the tree. I'm just going to be
I
like,
think in an ideal world, their plan is him 2 years and then Zach take over
Yep.
that 4th year and
Yeah.
see what he's got.
Yep.
Like
That's how I would look at it. That's
you
how.
Zach's got 1 year to fucking figure it out, and if you can't figure it out after that, like we're gonna go get Archie Manning.
but see, the thing is, my plan, none of my plans include Zach Wilson. None of them.
Well, I think
None of
theirs
them do.
does.
Oh, that's their. That's
Yeah.
their. That's cool. That's because they're embarrassed right now. They took a colossal flop
Exactly.
at number 2 pick in the draft.
Yeah.
So they got to try
Yeah.
to find ways to justify it and keep it around.
And I think that's why they wanted Rodgers from the beginning because that's the best plan that includes Zach.
Yeah,
That saves
indeed.
Zach.
But
You think?
But yeah, no, bro. No, I agree with you. I think that's exactly the plan. I said that earlier. I think that's why they want to do that.
Yeah.
But to take that kind of risk for 1 season and then don't know if Zach's going to be ready, that's
Yeah.
you might as well go ahead and fire Joe Douglas and Saleh now because that's just a wrap.
Yeah. Let's just hope we get him for 2 years.
Blade, thank you for calling in, and
Always a
thank you again for
pleasure.
your donation, man. Dude, seriously, that was amazing, man. And send me your information for a shirt, dude. Seriously.
All right. Anytime, boys. Appreciate
Thank
you
you.
for having me on.
Have a good
Thank
one,
you,
big
man.
dog. You already
Bye.
know.
Man, I love talking to Blade. He was extremely
Yo,
generous,
cool.
dude. And that story about
Yo.
his friend too, man. That's just
Yeah,
that's why I'm doing this.
Heart wrenching, man. That's why what you're doing is so important, man. Because you get guys like Blake sharing this information that people we didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Then
Yeah,
him
it's
going through it and dealing with it, and then something that touches his heart, and he wants to, be generous to help someone else, man. Like I said, Tyson, this thing that you do, and then we do trying to do with mental health is so vastly important. I know it's about football, and we give people a couple hours to the platform to voice their opinion, but this is so much bigger than that, especially when talking about mental health, because so many people suffer in silence and they don't know what to do or don't have an outlet or just too ashamed to talk about how they feel. And as men, that's our biggest issue. Sometimes we don't share how we feel
Yep.
or what's going on in our mind.
Well,
We're just
not
trying to
even
hold
men,
it
dude.
on.
Not even men. Think about soldiers, our veterans that are
Absolutely.
they're thought to be tough. They're the true warriors out there. They're the ones that are
Yeah.
serving, going across seas, going overseas to do things. They come back, right? And they only know is you're supposed to be this warrior, you're supposed to be tough. They don't know how to ask for help, or they're scared to ask for help, or they're worried about the brushback from it. And dude, the stories I'm getting from people like they'll donate and they'll send little comments, they add little like notes to it, and you read all the notes, and it's just like, holy shit, man! Like you just don't realize how serious and prominent these problems are, and it's just
it's dead. Listen, I told you a couple of weeks
crazy,
ago.
man.
I'm not gonna say who it was, but that's someone in my house. I'm sitting talking about it, man. And he's telling me what he went through over there and how bad he is mentally messed up. And me and another brother of mine was talking to him, and it was like just listening to and I raised this guy, so I know him.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And to watch the man he's transformed into and how much pain he's in on a constant basis, how he's going to be in therapy for the rest of his life, and how this in Tyson, when I say a sweet person, it's kind of so cold now. It's mind blowing, man. It's mind blowing. It's mind blowing. Really.
Yeah. So for those of you that I'm doing it this Friday, starting at 5 o'clock, it ends at 1 o'clock on Sunday. The link to donate is in the description of this video. And Gunny will be on at 9:30 to discuss our raffle. So do that. We will go to, let's see what we got here. We got a bunch of people here. Let's go to my ruined liver. Is he there? Where'd he go? He was there. Picture's not there. All right. He's not there.
Dang, Tyson ruined his liver? Damn.
He was there. I saw a picture of him. We'll go to Julian.
Hey, fellas, how you doing? Thanks for having me on.
What's going on, man?
Cute dog, man.
Thank you.
Exactly in the background, just chilling, man. Yo.
Hey, been listening / watching you guys forever now. First time calling in, so thanks for having me on. What's going on, Elmo?
What's your dog's name?
My dog's name is Ella.
Ella.
And it's a Weimaraner, yeah.
Beautiful, man.
So just wanted to ask you guys, I mean, I've been hoping and praying somehow Lamar Jackson falls to us. That's been my number one pick forever. And so kind of just throwing it back to you guys, like what are the odds if you guys had to put a Vegas betting line on him coming in?
I'm going to say this right here, big dog. I want to say it's 50-50. I think we're gearing more towards the Aaron Rodgers situation. But if that goes left, I think that they'll go all in on Lamar. I think that a player of his caliber, you don't get this often. They don't hit the free agent market. And I don't know what the big is, why everyone is just really trying to bash this kid. But I think Lamar is absolutely, and I agree with you, absolutely a dog. I mean, having a franchise quarterback like him coming in, listen, the kid can win from the pocket. And I think Baltimore offense was geared for him to run. Like, we don't need you to run that much because we got guys like Brees, but you still give the ability to run. That's what I think makes him such a threat. He's a dual threat. I think Lamar really gives us a great opportunity. So I'm going to say about maybe 50. If Aaron Rodgers doesn't come,
50-5-0?
Yes, sir.
I think doesn't even get to that.
No.
You said 15 or 50?
I said 50% of him coming in. No, if we lose out on Aaron Rodgers, I'm gonna bump it up to a 60. I think they go all in on Lamar because it's Tyson. There's nobody in Julian after Lamar and Aaron Rodgers. What's our best option?
I don't think it even gets to that because you can't make your offer till next week to the 15th, right? Is the first day you can talk to Lamar Jackson about all this, the first day of the league year. I think they're not even gonna get to that. I think that this gets done with Aaron Rodgers. I think they just get it all done.
Just get it done right now.
I think the Jets, Woody Johnson is so all in on Aaron Rodgers, it never even gets to Lamar Jackson to question. I don't think they even get to it, to be honest with you. But I think also if this somehow does fall apart and Aaron Rodgers goes back into darkness and says, you know what, I'm going to retire, the Jets will scramble like crazy. And then they'll have to sell their soul for Lamar Jackson. They have no choice.
But you know what, though, Tyson and Julian, I'm going to be honest with you. If Lamar doesn't come to the Jets, I see Lamar going to Washington or to...
They all said no.
Carolina.
Nah, they all said no. There was like 7 teams that said no already.
Wow, that's crazy. I don't get that. What is the knock on Lamar Jackson? Like, I don't get... Why? Because he want guaranteed money? But you know what's crazy? I'm gonna be honest with you. If I'm a player and I'm playing under franchise tag and I'm getting $45 million, I really ain't that mad playing under that. Kirk Cousins is a multi-millionaire by doing that. You feel me? He had 3 years of that.
So Julian, do you not want Aaron Rodgers?
No, I'd take him. I think that he has the, chance of being extraordinarily toxic for us. I mean, you saw what happened with Brett Favre. If this is kind of a redo of that, it's scary. I have a lot
Well,
of
I mean,
family members who love Green Bay, and
hold
they
on, the
just
whole
want nothing to
hold
do
on,
with Rodgers
the
anymore.
Brett Favre thing. I don't understand what the whole Brett Favre thing was. He was playing top level football and he got hurt.
Yeah,
If he stays healthy, they're probably one of the best teams in the AFC.
That's very true. I mean more so just selling the farm and bringing in Brett Favre and it not working out. I know that could happen with Rodgers or it could happen with Lamar, but I think that the safer bet, if all else is the same, kind of put it back to you guys for 2 years. If you're going to go 45, 50 million, not really have that security for Rodgers or Lamar, kind of with the 2 first-round picks, all else the same, who would you go with?
I mean, Lamar Jackson's a long-term answer. That is legitimately your franchise
Let's say he only
quarterback.
wants to sign for 2 years. He wants 2 years guaranteed. That's all he wants. He's like, I'm not really that hot on the Jets. Let's take a flyer. Give me 2 years, 50 mil, 2 first-round picks. And Rodgers says the exact same thing with that second first-round pick being, depending on if he comes that second year.
Oof.
I'm thinking Lamar. I'm sorry. I'm taking Lamar.
My man Tyrone.
Taking Lamar, man.
Lamar is great, man.
I mean, it's just the fact of the matter is like the one biggest problem we've had in the last, I don't know, couple of years. We haven't had a solid quarterback, but to have a franchise quarterback that could be here for 5 years, that gives us 5. That's why I was so big on Derek Carr. Everyone was like, "Yo, nah, Rodgers." I understand Rodgers is way better, but I just feel like having a quarterback in position for 5 years that can grow with your team, gonna get better, could possibly get better every year, adding more weapons around him. I mean, this is the first time we really had this many weapons. You know what it's always been? A decent quarterback, no weapons. Now we got weapons and no decent quarterback. That's why I love Aaron Rodgers. I'm always gonna respect what he's done for this league and his accomplishments because he's a dog. But that every year wondering what the fuck he gonna do just bothers me. I don't want to wait every single offseason. Me and Tyson in primetime and Julia back on the show like, damn, Julie, remember last year we talking about the same nut ass shit? You know what I'm saying?
But it's funny, but this and what Julian's saying is not. It's something that Joe Klecko said, man. Joe Klecko said the same exact thing, man. There's been, it's funny because they're cautious about saying things because the backlash when you say something like that, everybody automatically attacks you for it because the Aaron Rodgers fans are so everybody's like, he's Aaron Rodgers. He's Aaron Rodgers. Yeah. You say something negative, they're like, oh, you just don't know what you're talking about. You're negative. You're a hater and that. But there are risks and there are concerns. And what you said, Julian's definitely one of them. It is. It's a young, impressionable locker room. Very young. So
we just got rid of those kind of players. You feel me? Like we've had nothing but divas for years. We just got rid of all them guys damn near. You know what I mean? Like that was.
He's not like a Jamal Adams diva though.
I mean, nah. I mean, it just rubs people the wrong way. The way he just is because he's so nonchalant. He only cares about himself. I think this is a team sport, man. You need somebody I'm gonna be honest with you. If we gave Lamar that deal and Lamar came in this building from day one, you would know he's all in. When Aaron Rodgers if he gets here, he's not coming all in. He's gonna come in and be like, yeah, I'm gonna do what I can do.
Maybe not. Maybe he is completely motivated to just prove it, just to win it all in New York. I don't know. I listen. I sense it. I can see both sides, man. I can. To me, Lamar Jackson is just full. Like that's 5 or 6 years you're having him here, man. That's then the thing is can Hackett work with him? Like would Hackett be a good coordinator for him? Yeah. Then you got to figure out what kind of offensive line you got to put in front of him. You may have to change your blueprint a little bit, but it's interesting.
Guys.
So Julian, today is what, March 7th? What is your prediction for Jets quarterback starting week 1?
I mean, Aaron Rodgers, all signs point to that. I think Jets have shown their cards and all flew out there today trying to get the deal done. And I've had nothing but kind of one direction, hoist blinders on for Aaron Rodgers this whole offseason. So I think they're going to make a deal. And we will be starting with Aaron Rodgers. And I do think he'll come in for training camp. I think he'll try to make this work and get us the championship if he does come in. But if year one doesn't go well, I don't see him coming back for year two, no matter what we've given for him.
No matter what it is, he think, nah, I'm good. The darkness can't even help.
Yeah, between the fan base and media, like I'm out. I don't need this shit. I made my
And
money.
I see like the AFC issues, and I think if we even go up to 55 mil for Jackson, Baltimore might get scared and say, "Oh no, we'll take him, we'll keep him, we'll match that offer," and kind of just ruin our lives like every year. Well, fellas,
thanks for calling in, man.
amazing, best fucking show on YouTube for the Jets, and yeah, Tyrone, keep that mic away from your beard. You're doing great today.
Hey, listen, I'm improving, man. I'm getting better, Julie. Have a good night, bro.
Last night was like you were scratching shit. I was like, God damn.
Yo.
That's a good call, man. It's cool getting like first time callers on and stuff. It's always fun.
Man, absolutely.
We're gonna try it. Number 2 for Tyson's ruined liver.
What's up, guys?
What's going on, man?
Sorry, man. It just actually kicked me off as soon as you said. I'm like, damn it. So whatever. I rebooted it.
No problem.
Trying luck. It is what it is.
How you feeling, man?
Good, man. Crazy day. It's been a crazy 48 hours. I don't think I've actually like refreshed like NFL as much as honestly, like probably since like they were trying to hire Saleh.
Yep. Same thing.
And I guess that speaks volumes. And before that, again, the internet wasn't.
Gotta say hi to Elmo, man.
Yeah. What's up, buddy? But yeah, I guess like between that or them trying to resign Revis and stuff, like those kind of like stand out in my head.
Yeah.
But the internet isn't as big as it was back then, so like, I mean, this is huge.
This is.
I still a little bummed because I was one of the few that were on the car bandwagon.
Yep.
Yeah, true.
I'm still a little bummed we didn't get him and stuff. Considering his contract, I didn't think it was that bad at all.
No, it's completely reasonable.
No.
Yeah, and considering like what they just signed Daniel Jones to, like it's even.
How Daniel Jones is making more than Geno and Carr is crazy, man. It makes no sense to me.
So again, I can't make heads or tails with what is considered high value or low value on the quarterback market anymore. But again, all signs, be an optimist here, glass half full kind of guy. I can't imagine they would have flown out there if it wasn't at least a 50-50.
Yeah.
I think that's reasonable. I don't think you grab the owner in his private jet and get the whole crew in the plane. I mean, I was even reading today, like Jets fans were tracking the plane, which was hilarious.
Yeah, some people are going to the airport and shit and trying to get pictures and like, dude, like that's a little past fan. That's a little bit weird, but I think you're right though, man.
It's just I guess it just shows how rabid we are for even the slightest
how bad
bit
we
of,
want it. Just
yeah,
want it bad.
So I got a question to ask you guys. If they pull the trigger, what do you think they give up?
We go first, Tyson?
I'm hoping it's not the 13th pick. I'm hoping they find a way to keep the first round pick this year because they have holes to fill, especially on offensive line. I'm hoping. See, I'm reading a lot of reports where they're saying the compensation is not going to be as much as we think it is because it's the money that's owed to them. That's a challenge for them.
Yeah.
So they're saying if they take money back, the compensation goes up. It's kind of how they do with the contract is what everybody keeps saying. I'm hoping we keep the first round pick this year, and anything next year is conditional on him coming back and playing. Yep. So, if you can do a second round pick, maybe a second round pick next year or something like that. But I'm trying to save my first, but make next year conditional. Hey, you go to championship game this year, it's a first round pick next year or something like that. But keep your first rounder this year.
I'm kind of agreeing with you a little bit. I think what it comes down to is this. I think Green Bay is looking to cover some of that money. I think that was the part of the deal. So if we fully take that full contract and he restructures and we take the whole brunt of it, I think I'm giving him a third round and maybe a conditional second next year.
That's fair.
They're definitely not getting the first for it. I mean, listen, everyone knows. Listen, they really want to move on from him. They really do. I believe Green Bay really wants to move on because I think he's just held them hostage for so long.
And who are the other suitors? Like who else are they negotiating with? Like where else does Aaron Rodgers legitimately want to go?
But
Yeah,
Tyson, well, listen, I will say this though, fellas. Hold on, listen. You know, there's always a dark horse somewhere. That's what that because that always happens.
yeah.
Like
Miami
that.
was
So
a dark horse last year.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. But I think that listen, I think it works for both parties. I think Green Bay and us, we have a good working relationship. So I think that them trading him to us ain't really that bad, but they're not getting the first though. They're not getting our 13th, and I think if we give him a second, Jody will move back. We need pieces. We still need a few more pieces. So I'm gonna say a second or third.
Yeah. So I had an interesting theory on the whole draft compensation thing, and
what you think?
just bear with me here. Is one, the Packers didn't do themselves any favors for eliminating the competition only half the league. So then you've automatically cut down, 16 teams right off the bat. If it was all about doing like a good rebuild through the draft and everything else, honestly, I think Green Bay would have said, screw it. All 31 teams, call us. Let's listen to it. So I think there's that. I also think by them doing that too, eliminating it to only the AFC, I also think that they think that Rodgers has at least 2 years in the tank as well. So they really don't have to see him or worry about seeing him. Again, that's just my own speculation on that. So, but
Nah, big dog. I'm gonna say this. You know what'll happen if he stays for 2 years? I guarantee they'll find a way for the Jets to play Green Bay next year. I can guarantee we're going to Lambeau again. Believe that. There's no way they're not doing. But listen, this is something I want to talk about. Nobody really been talking about. So say Aaron Rodgers does sign here. How many primetime games we get?
4.
Nah, Tyson.
The max
Aaron
is 5.
Rodgers?
We get 5.
We're getting 4.
The max is 5.
Yeah, I would say Tyson. I'm gonna say 5. Tyson.
No,
Aaron Rodgers.
So like. So
you got Rodgers versus Mahomes, Rodgers versus Josh Allen.
Yeah.
You got that. You got Roger. You got the Jets and the Eagles.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's 3.
Cowboys.
The Cowboys. That's 4.
That's 4.
Vegas.
Honestly, what's that?
Vegas.
Yeah, Vegas, Miami.
Miami could be one too.
Yeah.
So
I don't think Vegas isn't really a big deal because they don't have a quarterback right now.
No, I just think that the mystique of it, you know what I'm saying, being us being out there and everything else with that. I mean, but I can see 4. I can see 4 or 5 though. Shit, we had one this season. So
disaster. Give me Thursday.
Yeah.
Give me a Sunday. Give me a Sunday night.
Yeah. I definitely think they'll get 5. I mean, like I said, when you got the Chiefs, the Eagles, the Cowboys, all on the schedule, like I said, the Bills, that's easy.
Yeah.
That's easy 5.
Yep.
So,
dude, Aaron Rodgers coming to the Jets makes them a must-watch. Everybody, it's a must-watch game.
Yeah.
Because everybody, what is he going to do on a new team? It's everybody's going to want to watch.
I'll tell you what, though, I would even say, like, even if we had gotten Carr, I would almost probably guarantee we'd get 5 games still.
No.
Well,
the star shines bright on Aaron Rodgers, dude. He's a lightning rod for everybody. He's one of the biggest stars in football.
But I get that, but like you're still so you still are offering the offensive and defensive rookie of the years.
Yeah,
that's
the name,
that's
dude.
something.
It's the name. Everybody knows Aaron Rodgers. He's on commercials. He's on all this shit. Everybody knows who he is, dude.
His first game is definitely gonna be a primetime game.
Yeah.
If he plays for us, it's definitely going to be probably either an 8 or 4 o'clock game. It's going to be huge. So I'm happy with that. I'll take that aspect of it. Hey, listen, we play Kansas City this year, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. Now, if we had Aaron Rodgers, I wouldn't be surprised if the Jets at Kansas City first game of the season.
No, you got to save that one. Save it to the middle of the year a little bit. We don't want that game to happen then. Let's get ourselves acclimated first. Thanks for calling it, man. We appreciate it.
Have a good one, bro.
See you, bud.
Good call. Nah, they would love that though, big dog.
I would love that shit. I want to get our system rolling first before he comes on.
It's all about selling the product, man. So
you can sell the product. It's the season openers. Nobody's getting sold. All right, we're gonna go to Omar. Positive vibes only.
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up,
love
man?
The backdrop, man. Love the backdrop, big fella.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah.
Man.
Thanks for having me, first time caller.
What's
I
up,
just
man?
want to say what's up. Oh no, not much. I really haven't been paying too much attention to everything that's been going on, believe it or not, as a longtime Jets fan, because it's been the off season. I mean, for a while, Joe Douglas was out of the building. Yes, that's a real thing, like, and a lot of people were going crazy and making videos every day. And I'm like, well, now that we're here, what's up, Elmo? Now that we're here, now that the tag has ended, when you have to tag players, and like what Tyrone was saying, we got to get under the cap by Monday or something like that. Like I woke up on Monday and I said, "Yo, things are about to get serious."
Yep.
And what's today? Tuesday, and things really escalated. Things really escalated till today. So, yeah. So I can't say I was really hyped last year with Zach going into year 2 and everything. So just as a precursor for you guys, because I know that there's a lot of people that just don't. It seems like there's a lot of people on YouTube that don't really care much for Zach. I like the kid. I see the talent, and I'm hoping that this Aaron Rodgers thing is the best thing for him, for his future. And like what you guys are saying, if it's 2 years, that could be the bridge. If it's 1 year, that's going to be kind of a weird thing. But I think that's where we're at right now. No matter what, I think no matter what happens, Aaron Rodgers is going to go and do whatever he's going to do at the end of the year and be like, okay, let me decide what I want to do again. It's probably the one thing I keep hearing from a lot of people is, can we hold this guy accountable? When is he going to show up for practice? Tyson, you mentioned it, something about young players, right?
Yep.
He's got to work with Garrett Wilson. Yeah, he's the offensive rookie of the year, but everybody else is learning a new system. Him and Hackett might speak the same language, but what about everybody else?
Yep.
You get what I'm saying? So
major point.
Yeah, so we, whoever we bring in, they'd be learning a new system. Yeah, maybe there's a little bit of a
learning
with
curve.
Rodgers. With Rodgers, he they might already be a little bit ahead of everybody else, but still, we start slow. What happens? Jets fans are going to get impatient. Everybody's going to be expecting Super Bowl, this, that. So again, I'm one of those patient Jet fans that's like, hey, I've been here since before the Sanchez days, and those were the most exciting times. I almost stopped being a Jets fan during the Adam Gates era. Holy crap, that was bad.
So wait, but when you say, we were patient when the team was rebuilding, right? We knew it was a true rebuild. They had nothing with Gase, nothing with McCagnon. It was a complete disaster. But now, when you say patient, if Aaron Rodgers comes here, doesn't your patience get tested a little bit? Because the expectation then is playoffs. Like, you better make the playoffs. Anything less than the playoffs is a complete disaster. If you don't win some games in the playoffs, it's going to be a problem. You lose some patience there, right?
Yeah. Because you're basically all in at this point.
Yep.
And I like Saleh. I like Joe Douglas. And I was believing in this idea. So again, let me give you a precursor as well. I'm somebody that drank the Kool-Aid as far as the One Jets Drive stuff and all the hype that we were doing to ourselves as Jets fans. I drank it.
You and everybody else, though, bro. Listen, you won't buy yourself. Listen, I mean, you can't tell me, man. When we were 7-5, man, we were
6-3.
Yeah,
bro,
I was like, I was really surprised by that.
Hey,
I was thinking that we were going to be a little bit,
yeah, we
middle
were all
of
in,
the road.
bro. Like, we were all in. I mean, and listen, let me ask you another question, though. So, how do you feel about Lamar Jackson?
Hold on. Wait, no. Fuck this Lamar Jackson shit. I want to get his thoughts on Aaron Rodgers first. He's going down a path here. So we talked about the expectations are definitely going to be increasing on Aaron Rodgers here. Do you have any concerns about him coming here? Because to me, it's like, I want guarantees he's going to play 2 years. You worry about his level of commitment to the team. Is he going to be all in and work with these guys? Do you have any, like, are there any red flags for you that you worried about? You know what? He's already like half retired. Like, is that kind of in your head too?
Okay, so my concerns are the level of expectation being really high. We saw it last year with Josh Allen. Basically, Buffalo was the odds-on favorite, all this other stuff, and they just fell apart. And maybe the pressure got to them, or maybe Josh Allen was a bum. I don't know. I'm not calling him now. I'm just saying. And now Josh Allen's quarterback deal, by the way, looks like a hell of a deal given the money that Daniel Jones just got. Are you kidding me? So.
That's what happens with all these contracts, because you have these contracts now. Then Burrow gets paid, and Herbert gets paid, and everybody else gets paid, and they just keep
but Joe Burrow's a dude. He's a stud. So I would say my concern with Aaron Rodgers is how all in is he and accountability. I get it. I wasn't all that bothered by Zach Wilson saying no to that question, but apparently other people
Bro.
were, and some teammates were. I can understand that. I can understand if teammates were bothered by that. So that was.
You're not defending Zach Wilson there, are you?
I am. I am.
Dude.
He's a 22-year-old kid, man. Come on.
Bro.
But let me ask you a question, Omar.
You've got to be kidding me. That was the worst.
Have you?
That was the worst response ever for a quarterback for a team.
Oh, absolutely. When I was listening to the thing live, and I said, "Ooh, you know what? No, nobody's gonna remember that. No, it's gonna be a thing. I didn't think it would blow up. But my reaction was just that. When he said, "Did you let the defense down?" He was like, "No." I was like,
my reaction was
he
like,
didn't, he didn't just say that. He didn't just say that. I was like, Zach, I hope somebody grabs Zach and say, "Bro, did you know what you just said?" But I didn't think it was.
But you knew. But hold on, Tyrone. But you knew how clueless he was because he said no. He did that. He didn't even realize the impact of his words. Where his dad had to call him and say, "You know what? You just fucked up, dude. You better start apologizing to people."
Yeah.
Because as a quarterback, you're the spokesperson for your team. You're the focus point of everybody.
Yeah. So going on about the thing about Aaron Rodgers is just that right there. Like how Zach kind of maybe didn't handle things. You kind of have to grow up really fast in New York. We don't have to worry about that with Aaron Rodgers. He's grown up to the point where it's like, again, accountability. He'll be making $50 million, whatever he's making. And, you get Connor Hughes, who I can't stand as a beat writer. We have a lot of bad beat writers that are always looking for negative shit. Get in Aaron Rodgers' face after, let's say we lose 2 games in a row, or we just drop 2 really close games. You know how it is with us. The Patriots are going to have our numbers.
Did it today. Mike Florio's like, how long until there's a beat between Zach and Aaron Rodgers, all this shit,
Oh, yeah. Someone's going to make something up. So that's kind of my worry is that when we hit that adversity point, because every team does. Remember, when we beat Buffalo, then they lost again to Minnesota, and people were starting to go, "What's going on with Buffalo?" They went from the 1 seed to like the 5 seed, we could find ourselves in that position again with history repeating itself. And I just kind of wonder, can Saleh keep things together? Because the thing I love about Saleh is that Saleh to me is an inspiration. Like he inspires me. I like the guy a lot. I buy into all the all gas no break stuff. But again, can you hold Aaron Rodgers to the standard of?
See now, this is where we're going to disagree because to me, Robert Saleh may have nice T-shirts, he may have nice catchphrases, he may have nice slogans, and he may have really fun press conferences where everybody chuckles and laughs and thinks he's your best friend. The biggest spots of this year, this team did not show up. Period. And embarrassed themselves. Offense, defense, coaching, embarrassed themselves thoroughly. So was he too much of a player's coach? Was that leadership? What happened? Where did it all go wrong? Because the end of the season on a complete downslide.
Right.
That's an indictment on the coach, first and foremost. And the quarterback, Zach Wilson took bullets for a lot of shit. That wasn't just Zach Wilson. That was coaching. That was offense, defense, Mike White, Flacco, everybody.
We can on that we can agree, Tyson. And I'll just close with this, because I'm sure you have other people that want to come on. I'll close and just say, as far as the question goes, if I have my choice of all the quarterbacks right now, for me, number 1 is Aaron Rodgers, and mostly because of just his arm talent. And the knowledge that he has, he's really smart. And I've watched him. I like to watch old, when they release some of the older NFL films, and you could see him talking about stuff. Hey, heavy on the right, like using code words and different things. And it's like he sees this stuff. And there's not a lot of quarterbacks left in the league. They're all retiring. They're all getting washed out. That have that. Oh, I know what's about to happen thing. The game is really slowed down. I think he's the smartest quarterback, and he has the most. I think as far as balance goes, the smartest with the most arm talent. So I don't want to bash anybody else. I don't want to bash. I do the positive vibes only thing because I'm very pro. I try to find things to be optimistic about. And playing football is really hard to do. Like it's really hard to do.
So who's your number 2?
I don't want to kill nobody. That's the thing. I don't really have a number 2. Maybe Derek Carr. Maybe it was Derek Carr. I like Derek Carr.
But so now he's gone though. So now it's like you have Aaron Rodgers. If that doesn't say he decides he wants to retire, where do you go? What's your plan B?
I'm not sure. Maybe Jimmy G. Maybe, but we all know what the issues are with Jimmy G.
Not Lamar Jackson.
Now, no. The issue with Lamar is the financial.
Who cares about the money?
I mean, I think that matters, but we don't know what the salary cap's going to do. Like if the salary cap is going to go up,
in 2 years,
if it's going to go up,
wild.
So and also with Lamar Jackson, I feel like, and Tyrone said it earlier, maybe they tailored the offense too much for him to run. I just want to see him consistently more win from the pocket because everybody said that was Zach's problem. And Aaron Rodgers went on Pat McAfee and said, hey, you got to learn how to win from the pocket. Outside the pocket is where you embarrass teams.
Lamar Jackson's an MVP.
Right. I'm just not sold on it yet. That's why.
What does he have to do?
Listen. You saw Mahomes. We all saw Mahomes, right? And we all thought, oh, all the stuff that Mahomes does is crazy. He runs around. He finds Tyreek Hill. He throws the ball. Now this year, what do we see? I saw Mahomes winning from the pocket a lot this year. I saw a different side of Pat Mahomes. Yeah,
he hurt his ankle. He couldn't run as much.
Yeah, but before that, even getting to the playoffs and winning all these big games, I just thought to myself, this is a different Patrick Mahomes that we're seeing here. This is a guy that's
the one point you made, Omar, that I have a little problem with is you're looking at it as if Aaron Rodgers is going to come in and just automatically fix Zach, and I think that I think he'll help Zach in a lot of ways, but I think that the problem is that Zach has to grow as a player, and I think time will be good. But if you're looking at Aaron Rodgers to come in and automatically thinking that Zach's going to be the next guy, he has a long way to go, because if you watch those games, we were 5-2 despite the play from him, and his play was so bad at that point. And I understand what you're saying. He's 22 years old and he has a long way to go, which you are absolutely correct. But is he willing to put the work in? And then the one thing that nobody's talking about is you're saying about Aaron Rodgers. Can Salah handle a guy like Aaron Rodgers? Or is Aaron Rodgers going to run over top of Salah?
Yep.
That's no one's talking about that. Like that's a really huge point. If you're a player's coach, can you coach a player that's going to be difficult to coach? Because he's going to be a problem in some aspect. Or he's going to want to do shit his way. Is Salah the guy that can put to pull him to the side? Fair. Like, yo, man, sit your ass down, bro. Chill.
That's the accountability thing I'm talking about, that me and Tyson were just talking about. Like, he's going to say, we've heard him say, the preseason, this and that. And it's like, yeah, we want you to play a little bit, or in practice at least. The joint scrimmage is something. Like, don't show up on the first game of the year, because somebody said this on ESPN. What if the Jets start slow with, like, they're 2-5 or something like that, because it's just taking a little bit time to click. Yeah, people could lose their jobs. This thing could go south really fast. So now here's the thing: that could happen with any quarterback. That could happen with Lamar. That could happen with anybody, because it's a new thing. It's all new, and we're going for it. So I'm cautiously optimistic. Let's just say that.
We'll end it with that.
Yeah.
Thanks for calling him. Thanks for calling, man. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you guys for taking my call, man. I definitely will, we'll be around more,
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it, bro.
It was funny. He comes on. He's like, some of these YouTubers aren't very nice about Zach. I'm like, you never watched this fucking show, then?
Yeah, buddy.
It was just like, it's your first time just coming. I'm gonna call on this show and see what happens. But you start talking about trying to support Zach Wilson, talking to me and you. Shit.
Yeah, that's hey, listen, you kept cutting me off, because I had a few comments I wanted to really say, but I was just like, you know what, this show's been doing so good so far tonight, just gonna leave it alone.
It was like, he's a first-time caller, he's all nice, positive vibes only. But the minute he started talking, I'm like, he definitely doesn't watch the show. There's no way he watches it, because the things he was saying, we would normally roast the hell out of him, but I was like, all right.
But you know what's crazy? He had his notes down too, because he looked down. He was reading the whole time. But I appreciate Omar calling in, man. Listen, if you feel that Zach is that guy,
it's just, and it's funny because like he's talking, I'm looking at the chat, and they're all waiting for it to like, how you let me say this shit? I'm trying to be nice. It's a happy time right now, but what's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good. How you guys doing?
That hat is fucking. I love that logo, man. That hat is fucking fire.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah. Well, you guys know I listen to all y'all podcasts, and you guys have a good old time. So, just wanted to, call in, let you know. I can't wait. Yo, what's up, Elmo? Shout out to all, I guess, Jets Twitterverse, or all of YouTubers, all y'all.
Chat.
You know what I mean?
Just call the chat, baby. You good to go.
That's it. That's it.
You get Elmo out the way. Look. You get Elmo out the way. You safe, baby. You miss Elmo.
Elmo's the first one, man. You good after that?
He's different.
Yeah, no. Shout out to all y'all, balls and all you guys. You know what I mean? Afro. Yeah, Afro, always a beacon of hope. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tyson, I just go ahead.
Go ahead.
No. I said when
No.
he gets rattled, you know it's a problem. When you get rattled. Definitely an issue.
That's right. That's right. Well, Tyson, no, I do be checking out all your mental health stuff, man. That's really good that you're doing that. I appreciate that.
Appreciate it, man.
No, it's good that you're doing stuff like that, man. It's good to see people giving back. I'm excited. Hopefully, we have a better season this year. At the end of the day, I only got one goal for the season, and that's I just want a competitive season. That's it. Just like the Super Bowl, it was competitive. It was a good Super Bowl, till late in the game. I just want a competitive Jets season.
So wait, does that mean playoffs at least, or is just if they go like 8-9, you're cool with it?
No. No, I'm not cool with that. No.
So
When I
what's
say
competitive, like playoffs, right?
Yeah, you can say playoffs, but
Bro, it's been 12 years. We got to make the playoffs.
you're
man.
right. You are 100% correct, and that's why everybody's giving crap about Aaron Rodgers or Lamar Jackson. Yo, we haven't been in the playoffs in 12 years. That's
It
it.
doesn't matter.
Let's get a home playoff game. I don't give a shit what happens.
Oh, yeah, me too.
A home playoff game.
Hey, Swift, let me ask you a question, yo. If the Aaron Rodgers situation falls apart, man, how you feel about Lamar Jackson?
Hold
How
on.
you really
See,
feel about
this is Tyrone's agenda tonight. Instead of
Yo.
the first question should be, what do you think about Aaron Rodgers, a team they're actually meeting with as we currently speak?
I
What do you
just
think
said
about
it.
Aaron?
I
Yo,
said
you're
if
just trying to
it
push
fell
the Lamar
apart.
Jackson narrative
No,
over there.
I'm just saying if it fell apart,
But it's not
which is a
falling apart.
possibility.
Listen,
It's a
didn't you learn from
possibility.
Omar? Positive vibes only. Our
Hey,
owner's
listen,
sitting
man.
in front of Aaron Rodgers
Omar
right
don't
now.
even watch the fucking show. This is Omar's first time watching the show.
Right now,
Get
Salah's
outta
eating
here.
sushi with Aaron Rodgers. You're worried about Lamar Jackson. Come on,
Yo,
man.
Salah flew back. He's on their way back right there. All right, Swift. How do you feel about Aaron Rodgers
Thank you.
coming here? After that, how you feel about Lamar? That's what I'm gonna say.
No, honestly, I don't give a shit who plays as long as we can get to the playoffs and we have a good chance of winning. I will say that. What I will say, to me, it's a hard decision because immediately I started thinking, oh man, Lamar didn't get the exclusive tag. So who would I want? Positives and negatives on both sides. My only thing is, I guess the only saving grace is I think Aaron Rodgers can read a defense better than Lamar Jackson. So that's why I would give him a little bit of a nod. That's it.
Fair enough.
That's it. But honestly, to me, it's almost a coin flip. Like people say 1A, 1B, it's like 99 and 98 and a half. That's the separation for me on that. I mean, positive.
As long as they Baker Mayfield, I'm good.
Nah. I mean, no. No way. No way, Jose.
So what's your preference? So if you had to pick Rodgers or Jackson, who are you taking?
I'll take Aaron Rodgers only because of the experience. But like I said, it's between 99 and 98 and a half. It's really splitting the thinnest of hairs.
That's fair enough.
I like that, yo. That's real talk. I like that.
That's all I know how to do, Tyrone. That's all I know how to do.
We appreciate your honesty, man. We don't take no shit around here.
Hell
No.
We don't bullshit around here. Yeah. I appreciate the realness, man, because everybody else will be like this or this. Like, you're like, listen, 1A and 1B.
I just want to go to playoffs and I want to win football games. I'm tired of losing.
Yeah, exactly. And my thing is this. After last year fell apart, I say, you know what? Man, I said Jets fans are almost like crackheads out here. They'll do almost anything to get a playoff game. You know what I mean? And
shit was bad, bro.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
It's killing my liver. I can't take any more of this shit.
Yeah, just the fuck. Listen, if Aaron Rodgers gets us a home playoff game,
You know what the thing is? If we even qualify for the playoffs, we won't know how to handle ourselves because it's been so long.
That's right.
Making the playoffs like going to the Super Bowl for us because it's been so, we're so desperate at this point. Like we win 3 games in a row. We're talking all kinds of shit on social media. Can you imagine if we were actually legitimately good? We'd be out of control right now.
Hey, but you know how bad it is on a Monday when we lose on a Sunday, man, I can't watch sports talk, no shit. I don't want to talk to nobody. You walk in the store, you see your shirt on, and start
but
talking.
Tyrone,
Like,
this year was different though, because we were on a winning streak, and my stupid ass bought into it. I was talking Mike White, I was talking playoffs. We're going to win the AFC East, and then I got 5 weeks of reality smacked right down my throat.
Hey, bro. I was having conversations about Johnny getting his fucking ice cream, man. So you already know what level I was on. Come on, man. I know. The last 5 weeks, me and Johnny both over here looking sad as fuck. Come on, man.
No, at least they did them right at the Pro Bowl. You know what I mean? With the
absolutely. Yeah, that was a dope.
We did them right.
Dope look for him. Yeah,
that was a dope gesture. Yeah, but
Thanks for calling, man. We appreciate it.
Yeah, y'all be safe. Hopefully, I'll see you at the Hall of Fame game.
Yes, sir, man. Have a good night.
All right, peace. Be safe.
All right.
It's funny. Got some new cars. So we're going to transition here a little bit. We have a very special guest, and it's funny because I went on the Green Bean show, and I'm like, I love talking to Green Bean. His show is always fun, man. And like, it's just, dope, it's like you can be real, you can be honest, you can just be yourself, which is always fun. And then his co-host starts talking. I'm like, I like this guy. This guy's got some zip to him here. And then we started talking, and he was ridiculously generous to donate an autographed Darrelle Revis mini helmet to my fundraiser. So I want to bring him on, talk some football. My good friend here, Gunny Gumby. What's up, man?
Hey,
Gunny.
Tyson, what's good, man? What's good? Tyrone, bro, you're fucking hilarious, dog.
Man.
You are a fucking hilarious individual, dog.
Man. I'm on here with the GOAT, man. How you doing, bro? What's going on,
doing
baby?
Good, man. I'm doing good. I'm excited to be here, man.
How you feeling? Oh man,
I'm feeling pretty good, man. We got some great news today. We're talking about the Jets staff out there in California hanging out with Aaron Rodgers, having conversations. I mean, what's not to like? All right, we're in a position right now to potentially bring on a legitimate quarterback to the franchise. I'm just knocking on wood. I don't want nothing to go ahead and jinx this or fuck this up. But man, I'm excited, man. Like it's a bunch of good things going around for Jets Nation right now.
Now, do you have any concerns about Aaron Rodgers coming here?
I think for me, the biggest concern, Tyson, if I'm being honest, is just whether or not this is going to be a 1-year rental, or if we can get this guy to come to legitimately say he's set for the next 2 to 3 years to try to bring a championship to New York, right? And my wife is an avid Packers fan, and she's been kind of like up and down about the potential of her quarterback coming to play for a different shade of green. But even she's like, look, he hasn't shown a level of commitment, with the Packers for a couple of years now. It seems like he's just been showing up. He's showing up and still performing. So for me, I'm like, hey, we'll take just a show up version of Aaron Rodgers. We haven't had that level of play with guys who are trying. So for me, my biggest concern right now is we give up the collateral for him. We pay this contract or absorb a good portion of it, and it's only for 1 year. If it's for 2 years and one of those 2 years takes us to at least an AFC championship game, I think nobody's going to complain or argue about it. But my biggest concern is that, Tyson, that it's only going to be for a year, which is one reason why I think those guys are out there right now trying to get a feel for exactly, look, how much football do you think you have left in you before we go ahead and make this trade?
Well said, dude. That's my concern. It's his level of commitment to the game, because you got to bring him into a very young locker room that's very impressionable. They're going to expect greatness from him. They're going to expect that elite mindset. Like you want to see him lead the team, be the focus, lead us on the field, on and off the field, do all these great things. If he doesn't bring that, you're like, what the hell is this? This isn't what we signed up for. So there's that. So are you concerned about the compensation, the draft comp, like the compensation that you
about to ask.
In all actuality, I have very good feeling about that. It's going to be a second this year, a conditional third round pick next year. Okay. The third becoming a first if he takes us to the playoffs and he actually plays. Hey, if he plays the season, it's a second. If he takes us to the playoffs, it's a first. So I do believe the compensation is not going to be as extravagant as the majority of us have been freaking out about and worrying for. Because it's come down to this, right? Aaron Rodgers may not have a no-trade clause, but he is not going to play for a team he doesn't want to play for.
Right.
And he's already stated that he's not dealing with no rebuilds or anything like that. Yep. And the Packers kind of eliminated the entire NFC in that whole process too. So even though it's Aaron Rodgers, the price for him took a hit because the Packers kind of showed too many of their cards early on. And that's the only reason why I believe it's not going to cost us this year's 13th. Now, there's one scenario I believe that if it's 13th overall pick, that means the Packers are eating a good chunk
Yep.
of the contract cap.
Contract, absolutely.
Yep, that's the only way they get, and that's the only thing they get. Hey, you get the 13th pick, you eat some of this contract, we get Aaron Rodgers. That's the only way I think we would lose the first round pick for this year.
See, Tyrone, do you see why Gunny's is on Green Bean Show? He is like professional. He's well spoken. He's intelligent. He's dropping like stats and theories, and it's all like
listen,
he's overqualified for a show. Dude. He can't come. He's overqualified.
Listen,
nah, man, I'm honored to be here.
I'm over here in amazement right now because he just boom, 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 boom. And then look, the one question I was about to ask, you would have had stolen it from me. So
instead of dropping all kinds of knowledge, our two dumbasses are just looking at him.
Hey, nah, look, listen, y'all some goats, man. I've been watching you guys for so long, Tyson. I told you this the other day. I'm shocked that I got an invite to come to your show, bro. I told the wife,
man.
and she was like, "Is that the guys that are always like really loud and angry?" And I'm like, "They're not angry. They're passionate. They're passionate because they've seen some real shitty football. They're passionate guys." So, this is a pleasure, man. I appreciate you guys having me on.
So the only thing you talked about the draft compensation, I guess Tyron, you're gonna ask him too, is the contract itself. Though, I mean, it's fair to assume that he's gonna have to restructure because it's an albatross, dude. There's no way to look around it. And if you want to bring him here, you want to bring him here and also give him help. The Jets need help on the offensive line. You need help at linebacker, safety, wherever else. He's got to do that, right? That's got to be kind of the condition, no?
100%. I do believe that that restructure already, again, has been conference has been had already. He even said it himself on the Pat McAfee show that, listen, if I'm going to play, I understand that I'm going to have to restructure this contract. I'll deal with that when that time comes. So we already know he's willing to do it. He literally on the Pat McAfee show stated as much. So I think for him right now, again, I don't think it's about whether or not Aaron Rodgers is coming to the Jets. I really believe that's already been taken care of. I think this whole visit is more along the lines of, look, man, we're going to go ahead and do all this, but we want a commitment for at least 2 years from you. I think that's what today's visit is about before we actually start hearing or the announcement comes out here in a couple of days. But I do believe the restructure's already been discussed. And Aaron Rodgers, again, kind of alluded to the fact that he's more than willing to do so on the Pat McAfee show before he even made his decision on whether or not he was going to come back.
Yep. Yeah, Tyrone.
Okay, appreciate it, man. Thank you.
I'm vibing, man. I like talking to this guy.
Listen. I'm sitting here just listening. Like I said, every answer is dead on point. Then I want to ask you one question though.
Sure.
So getting Aaron Rodgers, are you concerned in any way about him coming in? What just his methodical way, his personality. You think him being a problem, him not showing up for OTAs, is that going to be an issue? And can Saleh handle Aaron Rodgers' personality?
I'm going to answer this two ways. One, I think Coach Saleh potentially could not handle a caliber of an Aaron Rodgers, right? I don't think we've seen enough from him that lets us to believe that he's some kind of one of those guys who's going to go ahead and hold the players accountable. He seems to be a player's coach, more so along the lines of that buddy. He's a big brother, you know what I'm saying, vice being an uncle or a father, which is also why I think bringing in Aaron Rodgers could be so impactful. Because I don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to be as buddy. He's going to go ahead and hold these guys accountable on the offensive line. And I think he'll hold the guys on the defensive side accountable as well. He's an aggressive, passionate guy. You've seen him chew guys out on the field numerous times. And I think that's going to be a compliment to what Coach Saleh brings, is that whole big brother, you're my boy, I got your back kind of mentality. And then Uncle Rodgers is going to go ahead and handle these young kids and put some work in with them. So I think that, no, I don't believe Coach Saleh could tell Aaron Rodgers what he's going to do or not going to do. I don't think it's in his nature. But I do believe if Aaron Rodgers comes here, it's to prove a point. I don't think he's coming here because he wants to go ahead and come chill and collect the check for the next couple of years. I think he believes wholeheartedly that Green Bay gave up on him a long time ago. This is a chance for him to come to a team where potentially they're going to put pieces around him for him to compete to get another title before he retires. So I do believe that aspect himself in itself is going to see a different Aaron Rodgers. And I'm excited for it. I think we'll see a more motivated Aaron Rodgers coming to One Jets Drive. That's what we've seen at Lambeau Field the last couple of years.
Absolutely, bro. Great answer.
So now I know what Tyrone's going to do next, but before we go to your narrative that you've been trying to push all night.
Just saying.
It's your narrative. I'll let you ask your next question, but I have a more pressing question that I need to know. Do you answer questions from Sesame Street characters? Because they're a big part of our community over here.
I found myself early on doing that and then realized very, very quickly that I was literally wasting my breath and I was getting more agitated and pissed off trying to explain the simplest thing to these Sesame Street characters. As of late, I will give them one opportunity to correct themselves, and then I go ghost. I don't even bother.
we got Oscar the Grouch, we got Elmo, we got Big Bird, we got them all on here, man.
We got them here, baby.
But you know what? You got to appreciate those individuals, right? They actually keep the chat a little bit, funny. It brings some comical value to the stream.
And right now you've angered one of them. So now it's ugly.
That's Elmo. Hey, Gunny, I got one more question, Gunny. I've been asking this question all night, and I'm glad we got you.
All night. It's your narrative. Let's call it what it is. This is your narrative tonight.
It's just a simple question, but I got the GOAT on the show that's answering everything inside and out. So, Gunny, let me ask you a question. What about Lamar Jackson? How you feel about Lamar?
So, Lamar Jackson is an exciting option, right? Exciting option. So, I'm going to say this, saying that I like watching Lamar Jackson. He's fun. He's electrifying. One of my favorite players growing up was Michael Vick. He kind of gives me that flair, that excitement of when he gets the ball, what's going to happen. But I've also learned over the years, enjoying those kind of players play, they don't win Super Bowls very often. they don't exceed into the playoffs, and you see a lot of success. Once you realize you can take away that run option from some of these guys and you force them into a pocket passer, they tend to struggle. They tend to get rattled, and it's easier to go ahead and make them make mistakes. And as much as Lamar Jackson is fun to watch, the compensation to bring him in, even though right now it's now just 2 first-round draft picks, it's that guaranteed money he's talking about he wants. That whole Deshaun Watson situation messed up a lot of things for contracts. And I can't see giving a guy like Lamar, who's only had 1 full season under his belt since coming into the league, a fully guaranteed contract, knowing that there's a chance with his playing style, games are going to be missed. Now, if we don't get an Aaron Rodgers, is he an option C? I won't be mad at it. At the very least, we'll have fun watching games on Sunday. I won't hold my breath that he's going to be good enough to take us over the hump in the playoffs. And it's not because I don't think his skill is electrifying. I just think that it's limited when it comes to the NFL that we're currently watching. And you've seen it. You've never seen Michael Vick win a Super Bowl. Donovan McNabb didn't get it done, right? Like these guys who use their legs and try to go.
Though.
He got there. He got there.
I mean, Gunny,
Russell Wilson is not a Russian quarterback.
He's a better passer than Lamar Jackson.
Much better passer.
But Gunny, I want to touch on one narrative, Gunny. Listen, we got you on the show. I got to ask the GOAT this question. So listen, if the Aaron Rodgers deals fall through,
hold on. Like the Lamar Jackson thing though, Tyrone. The Lamar Jackson thing. That's a bold hot take there. That just shot your whole narrative to shit. And now you're pivoting to something else?
Hey, listen,
why you pivoting, bro?
Hey, listen,
You've been pushing Lamar Jackson.
Hey, listen.
Why are you pivoting right now?
Hey, listen. Hey, no. I'm not pivoting. I just want to ask all the questions I can ask. Listen, I want the chat and everyone to get the full best of it. So listen. Okay. So if Aaron Rodgers deal falls through, Lamar falls through, what is your next option?
You got right up that Lamar Jackson conversation now.
No, I'm coming back to Lamar because I feel like listen.
You're on the hamster wheel, my friend.
Yo, listen. So Gunny, listen. Let me ask you a question. So if the Aaron Rodgers deal fall through and Lamar Jackson doesn't work out, what is the best option for the Jets to do after that? That's something we have to figure out.
Yeah, praying is going to be big. Tyson's right there. Praying is the first thing we're going to do. But in all actuality, I've been very vocal about the fact that the New York Jets last season, had they had just competent quarterback play, could have won the AFC East. Our defense did some amazing things. That running game was very, very impressive. And even after we lost Breece Hall and AVT, you saw opportunities that we let slip between our fingers to win some games. 7 games last season, we lost by 1 possession. 1 possession. That's because our quarterback couldn't figure out how to throw a freaking 2-yard out. So for me, I've stated this numerous times. Had we had Jacoby Brissett on our team last year, we win the AFC East.
Of all names, why that name?
Listen,
I
got 2 guys. I got Gardner Minshew and Jacoby Brissett are my plan D's. Gardner Minshew. So Tyson, I gotta ask if it's not one of those guys, please don't tell me it's Jimmy Garoppolo. Please don't tell me it's not him. Okay, cool. No. Who would you prefer to have as plan D?
I mean, that's the problem. That's what my opinion is. Once you get to that level, I just can't do Jacoby Brissett. I can't even fathom that. I just give Mike White a cheap deal and be like, let's see what we got. And then if the season goes to shit, try to get Caleb Williams next year. Just go full tank. Because it's just, I just don't want to do. You know what it is? What's sad is that our expectations are so high now. We're trying to get Aaron Rodgers. We're talking about Lamar Jackson. We're talking about Derek Carr. All these things. If it all starts falling apart, my cynical Jet fan head is going to kick in and be like, "Here we go. This is going to be." And I don't want Band-Aids. Like Garoppolo can't stay healthy. He's probably going to go to the Raiders. Tannehill's still a Titan. If you're gonna go like, you know what? If anything, I'd go Minshew, dude, because it'd be so much fun to watch him run around and do crazy stuff. And Minshew, Zach Wilson, and Mike White, and let him figure it out. But
for the record, Minshew I have him above Jacoby Brissett. Like I just look at that dude and I say, look what he did with the Jaguars when they were trash.
Yep.
He balled out with nothing around him. Imagine putting some pieces around him and supporting him. I think Gardner Minshew, at the very least, could be a top 20 quarterback in the league.
It'd be fun.
Funny enough, it'd be fun to watch. Exactly.
Yep.
And if our defense stays healthy, our running game, or our receivers take the next step, that could still be enough to win the AFC East. Because again, top 20 quarterback play this past season would have got the Jets the AFC East. Unfortunately,
but also you got to keep in mind that it's a different schedule. But there's also, we talked about it on Thursday, is the Jets defense could be significantly different too. Where
this is very
the
true.
scheme is there, but you know, you have two linebackers. I mean, Quan was talking about, I can't wait to see what's next, which kind of makes you think that he's not coming back.
He's on the way out. Yeah, I saw
Quincy Williams wants a big contract. What's the guarantee there? That could be two linebackers out. You need a safety, maybe two. Sheldon Rankins could be gone. That's a lot of pieces. And Carl Lawson, if you're hoping now, if Aaron Rodgers is here, Carl Lawson maybe would restructure and come back at a more reasonable deal because he wants to play with Aaron Rodgers. But
this is very true.
The defense to me is not going to be top 5 this year. It could be top 10, play well.
I got top 10. Yeah. I've been saying top 10 is going to be that safe spot. But in all actuality, unfortunately, we were very healthy on defense this year too. People don't remember that. Our offense was obliterated, but our defense was relatively healthy. And you cannot guarantee that year in, year out. Imagine the impact. Look what happened when Quinnen went out for a game.
Was out. I already the Minnesota game.
We couldn't touch the quarterback.
Yep,
we couldn't touch the quarterback. Look,
absolutely.
That health aspect is a big component of whether or not we're successful next year too. And I'm hoping, lightning strikes twice, and our defense can stay as healthy as they did this past season.
Or the offense is good, keeps the defense off the field.
Facts. That would help them out, and they'll stay healthier if they're not having to play every other rep.
Oh, you're gaining fans here, man. They like you.
Oh, what up, Georgia Bulldog? I appreciate that, man. I appreciate you.
Gunny is that guy. Gunny, I got one more question for you, man. I can't.
What's good, brother? What's good?
Ask all I can.
Probably Lamar Jackson question.
Nah. I'm gonna go ahead and leave that one alone. So Gunny, honestly, you're looking at this overall team and you're assessing the whole team. What's the process of waiting for Aaron Rodgers? Because you have to start restructuring guys. Free agency starts next week. What is your timeline with him, man? As you looking at it, how much time do we got to really wait? Because you have to start restructuring guys, and you got to start getting ready for free agency. So, how are you looking at that? How would you approach that?
Well, I already know right now the Jets can make room for Aaron Rodgers' contract with two cuts, right? Those two cuts being Corey Davis and Carl Lawson. Now, I do also believe that if the reason Dwayne Brown is coming back is because they already talked to him and said, hey, look, we have a preliminary conversation with the Packers. Aaron Rodgers may be a Jet. Would you consider coming back next year? And that's why Dwayne Brown's coming back. He's not coming back because we're going to go ahead and see Zach Wilson starting or Gardner Minshew or Jacoby Brissett. He's not doing that again. So I think he knew. And when he announced that he was going to stay a couple of days back, he was already told, listen, Aaron Rodgers is very much in the realm. Consider coming back. He's coming. So I think with that said, a guy like Aaron Rodgers will get individual Corey Davis to say, hey, listen, I know I haven't lived up to my contract the last couple of years. I'll take a reduction. Guys like Carl Lawson, look, y'all paid me when I was freaking injured for an entire season. I'll take a reduction. I think that kind of a piece allows those guys who are competitors to realize the benefit of having a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers. That makes Carl Lawson's job easier. If Aaron Rodgers is getting the offense points, that means you get to pin your ears back and just chase quarterbacks all game.
Yes,
Don't worry about freaking setting the edge. Chase quarterbacks all game. And those kind of components go hand in hand. I think you're going to see restructuring of Carl Lawson and Corey Davis. I thought originally they were going to get cut. But now that I'm feeling more and more likely that Aaron Rodgers is going to be our quarterback, I think those caliber of players are going to look at the team and decide, we could potentially make some big things happen here. I'll restructure my contract since y'all paid me to sit on the bench for quite some time while healing through injuries. And that's how I think we make the money needed to go ahead and sign Aaron Rodgers. I do believe we're going to go ahead and wind up letting go of Braxton Berrios unless he restructures. But there's a couple of cuts of players that really haven't lived up to their contract again. Whitehead's another one that if we cut, I think we would save about $8 million and like $2 million in dead cap, something like that. Like there's cuts to be made. Whitehead shocked me this year how bad he was.
So Braxton Berrios.
Braxton Berrios was very frustrating. I'm not gonna lie to you. That borderline pissed me off how bad he was this season. Like I expected so much more for him. I had so much hype when we brought him back, and he showed his ass this year. Just showed his ass this year. So there's plenty of opportunities on this team where it doesn't impact the core group. So I do see that being simple as either we're going to cut Carl Lawson, cut Corey Davis, boom, we've got the money plus some for free agents and Aaron Rodgers, or those guys are going to restructure to go ahead and make things a little bit easier.
See, isn't he all professional and shit, man? It's just like we can't
Gunny's
deal with this.
he's just
too nice and professional.
No, man, Gunny is killing it, bro.
I don't even want to like curse. I want to be like, oh, like I feel like changing my shirt right now. I gotta change my shirt. Look all like.
Gunny is killing it, bro.
Man, y'all wild, man. Y'all wild.
He is, man. It's like I feel like I gotta like study or something when I go up to the show.
I'm telling you, Gunny's over here.
So Gunny,
right
what
now.
you did was really awesome, man. So I'm doing a fundraiser this weekend coming up.
Yes, you are.
And the goal of this is to raise awareness for PTSD and all the symptoms around it, and just the alarming rate of suicide with our veterans, man. Which, depending on the time of year, it goes from 13 to 22 to 17.
Correct.
But the number, even one's too many. It's just a very sad situation that's not getting enough awareness. So I talked to you about it. I didn't even know you. It was the first time we ever talked.
Yeah.
And dude, you were so generous, man. You're like, you know what? I want to donate a helmet to this, which just. It gave me chills when you said it because I was completely caught off guard by that. And it was such a genuine and awesome gesture by you. So if you want to share just your thoughts real quick on just the fundraiser and just the PTSD.
Tyson, like first and foremost, man, like it's very rare that I encountered, like, again, we haven't served in the Marine Corps for 14 years. My wife served for 10. It's a lot closer to us whenever I hear civilians like take this situation to heart, right? Like, so for me, it's an emotional thing because I've had Marines that have committed suicide. I've known Marines that have committed suicide that we've lost, after we come back from wars and combat and whatnot, they wind up taking their lives. And it's a frustrating thing because we know the truth. We see it as veterans, but people always talk about like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Thank you for your service. We appreciate our veterans, but very few people usually act on it. And you putting your body through the grueling weekend you're about to, brother, because what you're doing ain't no joke.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I've been at the Marine Corps for about 3 years, and I'm over here like, shit, there's no way that I could go ahead and do that. So it hit me home. You saying I touched you, bro? You touched me with that, man. I was just like, damn. Like, I always know you were an awesome dude, man. But like, to me, that just brought you another notch above, man. And it was easy. It was easy, man. I have this Darrelle Revis.
Yeah, it's nice as shit.
Yeah.
So there it is. It's a Darrelle Revis autographed mini helmet. Certification of authenticity is already inside the case. This is going to be shipped as is to the winner tonight. Again, I see that you had a lot of donors, come through.
174, man.
Bro, I saw that list, and I'm still. By the way, I'm about to go take like a 5-minute break to finish adding the last few people into the raffle. I'll be here. Just you see me tapping away. That's just me adding them. Because there were so many, man. I was just like, shit, I gotta catch up. But brother, in all actuality, this was easy for me. I appreciate what you're about to put your body through because I know what you're about to put your body through, and all that. Just so you can go ahead and share awareness in regards to vets, and the high suicide rate, and nothing but love for you, man. Like again, I told the wife about it, man, and she was just like, wow, like very rarely do we see somebody act on their words. And for me, for us, from my fellow Marines who I told about this, who were just like, damn, that's fucking badass. I'm pretty sure you got a couple more followers, and my boys were like, oh, hell yeah, I'm following his ass after I said it. So, man, again, we appreciate you, brother. Like you're saying thank you to me, but no, seriously, thank you, because it is such a huge thing in our organization, our group. And bringing it to light, you know what I'm saying, to this fan base specifically, Jets fan base specifically, goes a long way across the board. So thank you, brother. This was a no-brainer for me, man. When you said you were doing that, I thought I had to do so. I ain't doing what you're about to do this Saturday. I'm not in that kind of shape anymore.
I'm hoping I am too. Shit.
Hey, Gunny, I'm gonna call him and check on him, though. I got you, big brother.
Yeah, Tyson. I'm gonna message
yourself.
you, bro. I'm making sure you're good. Because, man, what you're putting yourself through, man, I'm like, man, this. I don't know if you have you ever done that before, or this is your first time?
I did 48 miles last year.
God damn,
it was hard, dude. Like it hits you. Like the Friday night is cool because you're all excited. The Saturday afternoon, you're still kind of feeling it. Saturday night, you feel like living shit, and you're like, you just feel terrible. You're not really sleeping, and just you're just trying to find ways to get through it. So then I'm like, you know what? Let's make it a little harder because it's just a cause, man. It's like you got to get the only way to get people's attention. Like, I'm not discounting like 5Ks or 10Ks, but like you got to do extreme shit to get extreme reactions. You got to raise awareness by certain things. And this is like, dude, this is it. Bright shirts, bright lights, bright t-shirts, all shit. And like, it's out there, it's in your face, and going on a channel like this and have everybody being open-minded to it and talking about it And then, like you mentioned, I've gotten so many messages, people from donating, that sharing their stories about family members and you know their fellow, you know, it's just like it breaks your heart, dude. I'm like, God damn, like I never had any idea.
It's a rampant issue within the veteran community, man. And it's crazy because we're trained to go to war, go to combat. We get there, we do what we got to do. I deployed to Iraq, had to do what I had to do. And you come back, and the human brain is just not built sometimes to take some of the toils that you've had to do in defense of your country. And you think you're ready. It's often, and I won't lie to you, I'd be the first to say, like, man, when they came to deployment, after going to boot camp and shit, I was talking all kind of shit, man. Send me over, I'm ready to go. You know, I'm a Ferrari, man. Unleash me. Like I was ready to go. And you get there, man. And it's different. It's different when you're shooting at paper targets, vice real people, right? It's different when, you know, you're being told the stories of all the historic and the courageous things the Marines before you have done, that you got to get there and realize what that can actually mean at the cost of not only yourself, but your family. Like, it's so different. And some people just come back, man, and then they win that battle and they lose the battle at home. And so for me, brother, I'm telling you, dog, like you are on a different level in my book in regards to what you're doing to bring this to light and to be recognized by others. So again, brother, I appreciate you, and I thank you.
I appreciate, well, thank you and your wife for your service. Thank you for being so open and honest too, man. Like I said, this is something that maybe we can do is I can just interview like on a different show and we just talk about it.
Yeah,
dude. Like
100%.
Just
I'm
recap
down.
it and talk about it because you know, like, and it's really cool. The organization that I'm helping here, they're shocked. They're like, you're really like, you're just doing this because you want to. They're like, yeah, why not? Fuck it, you know?
Yeah, brother, you're the kind of people that usually do this are other veterans. Like they're other veterans. So this is like the first time I've actually encountered somebody who's doing that's a civilian to bring to light the message of this is what veterans go through. Because otherwise, it's other veterans that tend to do what you're doing, which is why I think for me it's so much more impactful. Because it's somebody from the other side looking in and realizing like this is a fucking issue. We got to do more, and then you're putting yourself through this hell you're about to put yourself through to go ahead and make it known.
Yeah, so
Gunny, man, thank you for your service, though, bro. You and your wife, man.
Hey, thank you, brother. I appreciate you.
Hey, like I said, bro, you're one of the coolest cats, bro. I'm telling you, man. Yo, man, I'm telling you, bro.
Hey, thank you, guys. I appreciate y'all.
I'm just a fan, man. I'm a Gunny
I appreciate
fan,
you,
man.
Tyrell.
Poor Greenbee's got his hands full. Like, these guys love me over there.
I got all kinds of love over here today.
Oh, man. I'm telling
So
you, man. Great,
I sent you the list of all the names.
Yeah.
You have the helmet, so
I have the helmet. I gotta add about 15 more names. I'm gonna do that while you guys. All right, cool. Let me do that real quick.
I'll argue with Tyrone for 10 minutes. That's easy enough.
I mean,
all right, cool.
Do it anyway.
Lamar Jackson bullshit.
Yo, listen, man. Listen, I take Lamar, man. Listen, I take Lamar. But nah, you know, like I said, man, Gunny has some really good points about it in all the aspects of it. Like, you know, we all talking about top 5 defense, but man, we have no linebackers. I really don't want to see Whitehead go. I really don't want to see him go. I think he can play a better job. We definitely got to improve in free safety. That definitely has to improve. Having a line, I mean, I think maybe Quincy comes back. I don't know. I like Quan though. I really do. I don't think his contract will be too crazy. I mean, I think it's more like he got 1 million, 1.5 million.
I think Quan's going to probably want for a longer term deal. He came back for a 1-year deal on the cheap. He's like, you know what? His whole thing was he can't stay healthy. Not only did he stay healthy, he played well. He probably wants money, a longer term deal. Quincy Williams is going to probably want his big payday finally. He wants to get that money. You know, it's just you're wondering how it works out in just terms of does anybody see they don't fall in the category of taking less to stay here to play with Aaron Rodgers. They weren't making it. Like they want their paydays now. You know.
What about Nazardine though, Tyson? Like I know we drafted him. Like what? You drafted him like 2 seasons ago, so it's like, you know, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think Sherwood played really well when Mosley got hurt. He looked really good out there. I just think Nazardine and the other kid that we drafted as well that draft. Neither one of these kids really panned out to be anything. So it's like going back. You want to draft somebody, you want to bring somebody in free agency. I would love a linebacker that can cover. Can we get a linebacker that can cover a tight end or somebody?
That's been the Jets' problem for a while. But also you got to figure you got to get if you're going to keep Whitehead, you got to get better play out of him. You need somebody to play opposite Joyner. They like Tony Adams, but is Tony Adams the answer? Or Will Parks?
Yeah, I don't think so as well. And also, Tyson, we're looking at this too, though. And this is the thing about Lawson. The reason I don't want to get rid of Lawson. And if you watched last year, all he really did was bull rush, right? But the problem was we didn't even realize he was hurt. He had got hurt. Yeah, so I really think that once he gets fully healthy and have a full year, like we will see his whole bag of tricks. And I think that you have to.
They're assuming that he's going to be fully healthy this offseason. but can he stay fully healthy during the season as well? That's the thing too.
Tyson, I mean, that's a big thing. I would love for them to see somebody put somebody on like maybe not just this rankings, but somebody just that can just dominate on their own side. So Quinn doesn't have to get double teamed and just watch him eat. I mean, listen, he's getting double teamed the whole game and still got 12 sacks. Like, I mean, can you imagine? Like the guys on the other side should really be eating. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. You can't. You don't fix nothing by subtraction. You cannot get rid of a really good defensive end. And I don't know if Johnson's going to be there. I don't know if Clemens is going to be there yet. I like Huff back.
I like Carl Lawson for the fact that he's an excellent locker room guy, high character guy, work ethic guy. He does a lot of really good things. And we talk about this in a impressionable young team. You have Jermaine Johnson, Michael Clemens learning from him. That's a leader of their locker rooms, a leader of their line. If you can get him restructured and keep him here, I think it's a guy you want to keep around. Like that's kind of how I feel about it. I'm a fan of him, so I'm kind of biased.
And what's the tender gonna be? What's the tender gonna be on Huff? Are we looking at giving Huff like a second round tender, or do you go higher? Do you go? I mean, do you go higher than that? I mean, like, listen, I don't want him out the building, but Huff's not an every down player. That's the problem with Huff. That's that. He's not, man.
You're right over there. Gunny, you're right.
At the edge.
Oh, hey, look, I'm just saying we don't know that about Huff. I was hearing it in my ear, and I'm like, I wouldn't say that.
Tyrone says that. You know why we don't know what Huff is? He didn't get enough.
He hasn't had the chance to.
Hey,
five snaps a game.
Gunny, you absolutely correct, Gunny. They missed.
I've been saying it for fucking 3 months.
Tyson.
See how this works, Gunny? See how this works?
Tyson.
No, see now Tyrone's working you now. Now Tyrone's your best friend.
No. Gunny,
I appreciate the support, Tyrone. I appreciate it.
Gunny, listen, Gunny. Tyson has been saying Huff should be playing more. I understand that. I'm just saying Huff's not big enough on first and second down. I just don't. He's 247. He's not setting the edge.
You got safeties who come into the box at 220, 240, making those hits.
But Gunny, you just said cut Whitehead.
No, I'm just saying that I want to see Bryce Huff get more reps. I'm just saying we don't know. We really don't know if he can't stop the run. We've not seen him do it when it mattered. He might not be the guy in practice putting it all out to go ahead and stop the run because he's the smaller guy. But in game days, the way we saw that man explode off of the line,
absolutely.
That level of athleticism, he can chase down some running backs, man, chase down some quarterbacks. If you put him out there and he's getting blown up and ran through, you know what I'm saying? Yep. Then I'll be like, all right, shit, I ain't a coach. This is why they're the coaches. They're all right. He wasn't built for it. But until we see it, man, I have a hard time believing Bryce Huff is only a one-trick pony. That dude had the fastest get-off in the NFL this season.
Absolutely.
To get after the quarterback. I want to see that man as a Jet.
Oh, absolutely. You know what's crazy? What really blew me is like, we had games where he had like seven snaps and reached the quarterback more than the guys who played the whole game.
Facts.
I never understood that. Like, what are we doing here?
And they still wouldn't play him.
Exactly.
Yeah. It kind of blew my mind a little bit. I'm like, every time he's in there, like he's making an impact play.
Yep.
He won the Buffalo Bills game for us single-handedly. He damn near broke Josh Allen's arm. Bro,
they're turning on you, Tyrone. They're turning on. Elmo just turned on you.
Oh, shit. Elmo, what's this?
Oh, damn, Elmo. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. E2 Brutai. Damn. Say it ain't so, man. Damn. Feeling like Caesar over here. I guess it's my last show, Gunny. Hey, good luck, man.
Hey, it's been fun. He said, Tyrone's like, hey, it's been fun, y'all.
Hey, look, Tyson already cut the check, man. Do what you got to do, big fella. I'm just telling you. Your negotiation tactic with Tyson, good luck. That's all I'm telling you, man. I'm letting you know right now. He doesn't negotiate fair. Just letting you know.
Oh, shit. Elmo,
damn,
man.
bro.
Almost met me for like 5 minutes, bro. He turned on you, Tyrone. That's different. That's different.
Hey, look. He was family before. Now ain't shit. This Tyrone got to go. See y'all later. It's my last show. Checks in the mail.
Shit.
Have a good one. Damn.
Yeah, I just had to say that real quick. I heard it in my ear, and I'm like,
no, you're good.
Nah, bro, no way. Bryce Huff, I want to see it for myself.
Yo, man. Listen. Hey, I got to hit my Florida Evans voice. Damn.
Hey, you know what they say, man. These hoes ain't loyal, bro. These hoes
ain't loyal, baby. Damn. Told me, and look, hey, look, you know what, yo? It's like the Adrian Bronner thing. He was like, yo, he said, baby, who's the finest man in the world? They said Michael B. Jordan, the finest man in the world. His girl was like, nah, baby, you are. He said, if your girl ain't lying to you like this, she not the one. I see right now, Gunny come on the show for 15 minutes. Tyrone got to go. Damn! I tell you what, hey, Jets Turbulence got porn stars on their show. I might have to call Joe Cat. Hey, Joe, I'm about to be a free agent. They let me loose, Joe. They done fired me on the air. What kind of shit it is? In my Bernie Mac voice, man.
You got fired by a Muppet.
Oh shit!
I know, man.
That's
you see Elmo?
That's a different kind of dismissal right there, man.
Yo,
right.
I feel violated, bro. Elmo runs shit, so he talking to everybody in the chat. He probably in the chat right now. Look, man, Tyrone got to go, bro.
Hey, you got to go, man.
You know what?
You got to go.
Damn, Gunny. Look, man, you got the show. It's all good, man. I'm gonna sit here and drink my little water and just cry. I'm gonna cry when I get off the show, though. Y'all hurt my feelings.
Oh, look at this. He just described the green bean because of Gunny. See that? There you go.
Oh, all right. I appreciate you, Seahawks Jose Rodriguez.
Jose,
so is
awesome,
this a Seahawks fan that watches the show?
Yeah, he's a Seahawks fan that we transformed into a Jets fan.
He a low-key Jet fan for he a low-key Jet fan for real.
Yep.
Oh, see, that's how you know the show's good.
Yeah,
that's how you know the show's good. If you're getting people to switch from winning organizations like the Seahawks to be a Jets fan, yo, this show is fire, bro.
Just shit.
Oh man.
All right. How many names you have left?
I got like 10 more because a lot of them are the doubles, so I was putting them in over and over and over.
Yeah.
I got you.
All right. The winner of the Darrell Revis signed mini helmet in the case.
Mini helmet. The GOAT about to go into the Hall of Fame. First ballot Hall
so
of
nice,
Fame.
Man. Yeah, we put pictures on it too. Man. And thank you to everybody that donated and did everything. It's genuinely appreciated.
Don't trust the process anymore.
I'll tell you what, I have that trust in the process shirt ready because if this Aaron Rodgers thing blows up, they're going right back in our store, man. We'll be selling those things like crazy.
Yeah, we just gonna do different colors this time. You'll get the green and white, the white and green.
That's
right.
Your
tank top. Yo, I'm telling you, if Woody fucks this up, bro, this is gonna be really, really bad, bro. I'm telling you. And
it's gonna be an epic celebration or a complete nightmare.
If Baker Mayfield is our starting quarterback, don't call me. I ain't gonna call
Look,
me.
I actually posted this earlier. There's gonna be two things that happen here. So no matter what, Jets Twitter is going to need new servers.
Yep.
Once this is announced, and it don't matter if it's one way or the other. It's either going to be freaking Aaron Rodgers is a Jet or Aaron Rodgers is not. Either way, Jets Twitter is going to blow up the servers. It's just a matter of if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Doesn't matter. They're going to need new servers.
I just hope it's a good thing because I could just
you will not vote, brother.
That Tuesday show will be the most.
I will be doing the minute that shit comes out. It'll be a live reaction. There'd be a live reaction.
Hey Tyson, they're not letting that go. Listen. You want to think about Jeff fans? We're gonna ride that shit for weeks. It's gonna be weeks.
Weeks? I'm running this shit into the season, bro. Into the season.
Yeah, when Jacoby Brissett runs at the turn of the starting game, when everybody start crying, it's over, man. I'm telling you.
Tyrone, you're starting an OnlyFans account? Is that true?
No, but I can though. Look, listen, hey, I don't charge for hugs no more, so I might listen. I just lost my job, so I don't know, man. I might gotta be. You might gotta see Big Sexy out there with some baby oil and shit. You know what I mean? Just out there, just doing me, baby.
I hear feet pics where the money's at. Feet pics where the money's at, bro. Feet pics where the money's at, bro.
Hey, look, bro. My toes look like this. No way, buddy. Oh snaps, man.
Oh shit.
Oh, what a
shit's
show!
Crazy.
What a show. Yeah.
Never a dull moment on this show, man. You never know what to expect on this shit.
Never.
Ever.
No.
Ever.
I wasn't prepared for this. I ain't gonna lie.
Don't worry, we're not normally prepared for it either.
No, I never that. Because the chat will change at any time. Elmo, you know what, man? Listen, man. Yeah, when I see you, some furniture get moved. I'm letting you know this on top. On site. When you see me at the game, Elmo, on site.
I just missed the days when we were all like super happy and like everything was like festive and jovial and stuff. Now we still have all this just nervousness and uncertainty.
I mean, because this is so important.
Anxiety.
I mean, listen,
Yep.
absolutely.
And now the worst thing is like you have members of the media saying, don't expect nothing imminent, but our crazy asses, I'll be on Twitter. I'll be 3 o'clock in the morning checking in, 5 o'clock in the morning. You just be on that shit all the time. You never know Jets and Aaron Rodgers.
I was at the office today, supposed to be dealing with some candidate interviews and whatnot. And for the life of me, I probably have the most unproductive day of my life because I kept refreshing Twitter every single freaking 10 minutes, just praying that some news came through. I got to make up some work tomorrow from what I missed out on today.
Hey, you know what's bad, Gunny? Somebody ain't get a job because your ass refreshing it. Y'all please
100%, bro.
Look, then he came in, put the application in, then get the call back. You're like, he gonna call me today, right?
I don't want to go ahead and put my shit out there, but I actually
no. Allegedly. You didn't get that phone call today.
I did not. Is what happened. It went to voicemail, but I'll check my voicemails tomorrow.
This is true. This is off season. Let's talk Jets. Yeah, we're in midseason form.
We're ready to go. All right.
We
got one more to put in.
All right,
one more to put in.
Let's go,
man.
Great cause, man. Great cause, man. Let's go, man.
The winner of the Darrell Revis helmet, signed.
How many is that?
Donated by this man right here.
The Great Gunny.
So that is a total of. Count it. My goodness. Okay.
Tyron's going to get their Muppet.
Yeah, I'm just saying he threatened me, man. You got me off the show, man. I got to listen, man. I got to really go. I'm hurt, Elmo. I thought we were family, baby. Just turn on me.
That's my favorite thing. My favorite thing is when you make videos and you answer the comments. The comments are the names you answer to, and you really evaluate life sometimes. You're like, who the fuck am I answering to? I got Muppets, puppets, all kinds of shit. Just like, what is this coming to?
It's all love, though, man. Like, when you're a Jet fan, man, you just, you're loyal. If you're nothing else.
You got to be.
I mean, you know how hard it is to be
loyal or crazy.
At least the Knicks are winning, bro. What are we talking about?
They're looking good.
Yep,
yeah, they're looking really good.
Absolutely. Till the playoffs.
All right.
All right.
Okay, so we're ready.
All right.
Hold on.
Man. All right. So I'm gonna explain how this works so nobody go ahead and say we full of shit here.
If Tyrone wins, we cheating. I'm just joking.
And there we go. Okay, cool. So what this is, it's called it's a random raffleizer, right? I've been using this for my giveaways, green beans giveaways. So every single person that has donated $5 or more has earned themselves an entry. And Tyson was gracious to go ahead and state if you donated $10, that was 2 entries, $15, 3 entries, et cetera, et cetera. So every $5 you gain an entry. So again, we want to thank you guys, man, because this is a lot of individuals. So this little machine, 174 entries are here. And we're going to go ahead and let this little device here, the random raffleizer, pick the winners. Now, the way I do it is because the first time I did this live, I picked one winner and the person wind up never getting back to me to get their prize. So I'm going to pick 3. So it'll be first, second, third. So if the first place person wants it, they'll let us know that they won it. Second place person, they'll let us know that they won it. As long as the person that won it first takes it, then obviously second and third doesn't get it. But if they don't, then second place gets a chance. If he doesn't want it, then third place gets a chance. I've not seen it happen when I did this where it got to the second person.
Yep.
So here we go, right? So
let's go.
I'm going to record it.
Let's go.
So I'm going to go ahead and have it live right here in front of the camera when I submit it. Record screen in case you want me to go ahead and send that to you. So now, as you can see, I'm just going to press raffle to start. I'm not going to look at it. It'll stop when it stops.
It's so exciting.
Yeah, that's cool as hell. Yo.
First winner's been announced. I don't see it. Can y'all see it?
The price is right.
Blade Albertson.
Okay.
First winner, Blade Albertson. Congratulations to Blade.
Blade.
That's awesome, man. He was actually on tonight. That's awesome.
Was he? Okay, so
Blade,
Ben Hutchinson is second place.
Yeah. Yep.
So if Blade doesn't win it, Ben would have the second dibs at it.
Ben Hutchinson, I got it.
And then third place would be Chris Patusak.
Yep, I know all
right?
these guys.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Awesome.
So there it is. So it's finished.
Oh, that was cool.
And those are the.
That's awesome.
That is so
Save
cool.
that.
Man.
Yeah, so that way, man, I decided the only way to go ahead and do it and just be live, so that way everybody sees it while I'm seeing it, because I hate Jets fans. They're cynical.
Listen, man.
So these are the winners. I'm gonna do a screenshot, Tyson, and send that to you so you have it. So all we need now, man, is for Blade to go ahead and tell you yes, he wants the mini the mini helmet. He can give you his address. He doesn't know me from Adam. He can give you the address and where he wants it shipped to, and I'll have it in the mail for him no later than Thursday.
Perfect. Yeah, Blade's awesome. He was actually on before and shared some stories about.
Yeah, he was on here early. Yeah,
talking about somebody that dealt with PTSD and took their life. So.
Wow. Okay.
This is near and dear to them, man. This is really near and dear to him. So.
Perfect. Then yeah, definitely. He wants it. He gets it. Just shoot me the information. I'll get that. Oh, Blade's on here. He said, "I'll take it." I'm glad you just helped.
He's like, "Hell yeah, man!"
Yo, hell yeah!
He's like, you can tell Ben and Chris, don't worry about it. I'm gonna take it.
Yo, Blade, talkjetsradio@gmail.com. Send me your address. I gotta send you a shirt anyway. So, talkjetsradio@gmail.com. I'll get it over to Gunny, and we'll be all set, man. So that's well deserved, man.
I'm gonna go ahead and get it sent out. I'll text the tracking number as well to Tyson, so he'll forward that your way. I do ask this. I'm gonna put a signature requirement on it. The first time I did this, I wound up having to give 2 mini helmets away because the first one never arrived, even though it said it arrived. So I now want a signature for it. So either you or a family member, as long as you're okay with it, I'm gonna add that to it. But you'll have the tracking number so you can track the entire process. It'll be priority mail sent out. I think Thursday. I get off work early enough to go ahead and drop it off.
So most importantly, man, before we let you go, well, first of all, thank you for all this. This has been a blast talking to you. But
thank you. Appreciate y'all.
Give out your information. Everybody can follow you, man. You got to give out your socials here.
I appreciate you, man. Yeah, y'all can follow me at New York Jet Situation Report. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course on YouTube. I've been a little stagnant in regards to the YouTube videos as of late.
So is Tyrone. Don't worry about it.
Life comes at you, right, Tyrone? It happens, man. Life comes at you.
He don't understand. Gunny, he don't understand that, Gunny. He don't understand that, Gunny.
I got 4 kids. I got a wife. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple. So it gets hard sometimes to get quiet time to go ahead and get in front of the camera. But I'm gonna fix that. I got a couple of things dropping soon. But yeah, New York Jet Situation Report. You can plug that into Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, even on Snapchat. Not Snapchat. TikTok. Just got on TikTok as well. So you guys can follow me there and looking forward to go ahead and seeing you guys. I got some good content coming your way.
Yeah, we'll make sure we're gonna make you caller of the week, dude. So we'll cut up your video, make a call of the week. We'll tag all your socials on there so we can promote you,
brother.
Put it all out there and stuff like that.
Oh, damn, Tyson. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you very much.
Of course, man. We try to do good things around here. We just suck with technology though. So
y'all do great things, man. Y'all do great things. This is one of those shows you get to watch and legitimately be a Jets fan because you ain't got to worry about the political correctness and shit. You can just be you. I love being angry with you guys. I love being happy with you guys.
So again, thank you again. Seriously, man, thank you for all that you did with this and coming on tonight. We'll definitely make a video for you, put it out there. We'll tag all your stuff on there, and I'll be in touch with you too, man. I'd like to do a show with you, man. Just talk about PTSD.
You tell me when, Tyson. You tell me when, brother.
That'd be awesome. Well, have yourself a great night. Thank you for keeping Tyrone in check. We appreciate it, man.
Hey, it was a pleasure, guys.
Hey, love you, bro. Nice to meet you, bro. Hey,
nothing but love, Tyrone. Hey, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Hopefully, I get to go ahead and chop it up with you guys again.
Absolutely, man.
Bro.
Have a great night.
Man. Anytime.
Have a good night, guys.
Later. All right, that's really cool. First of all, thank you to Gunny, man, and then
absolutely amazing.
Congratulations to Blade too, man. That's super awesome that he won, man. That's really cool.
What he told us today, absolutely, Blade. Man.
Yeah, that's freaking great. So we got that. Let's see. All right, so we got 2 more callers. We'll wrap this up. A very festive. I think we lost one. Is he still there? Let's see if he's there or not. Is he frozen? Oh, it's frozen.
Can you see me?
No, you're all like snowy and stuff.
Yeah.
Now we can see you.
Oh, hold on. Maybe if I move. But now you can see me?
Yeah.
How are we doing?
How you doing?
Your
connection's horrendous.
Yeah. I guess everything I said last night pretty much came about true.
His connection's awful, dude.
Yeah, you gotta
What's up?
Like it's like you're like snowy and slow.
Yeah, you're freezing and stuff.
I don't know why. It looks fine on my end. Maybe if I move to a different room.
Yeah, why not, man? We got time. Just go to a different room.
Yeah, why not?
Look at that.
We
got nothing better to do. It's like
nothing better to do.
Tuesday night. You go walk through the house.
Yo.
Say hi to the neighbors. Look at the dog. That's better.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your background noise though? You hear that?
It's a speaker.
Okay, that's what. Okay.
Yeah, I'm on my phone this time. Last time I was on my desktop.
Okay.
So yeah,
you're calling in to say you told us so. Is that your take?
No. I was gonna say like I will tell you this about Omar. Omar, I have seen him before on Jake Asman's show. He's a Wilson truther, so that's why some of his takes I know you weren't too fond of. But that's not why I call. Like I want to talk about the Aaron Rodgers stuff. Look, I don't think Woody Johnson's flying out to California unless like they're closing the deal. Like I said, I think it's all a formality at this point. I think Rodgers, like I said, the diva. He's the attention whore. He wants to make this a spectacle. So I think I'm about 95% positive that this is all done. Like I said, I'm 95% positive this is done. And he's just gonna make, like I said, he's gonna make a scene about it. He wants to make it a spectacle, and that's what he's gonna do. And I'm confident right now because, and here are my logical reasons why.
Logical reasons. All right.
I'm just gonna use logic. I don't use the pessimistic lol jet stuff. Let's look at it. Number one, we saw from the combine. We saw the comments from the Packers at the combine. It's clearly obvious that they want to move on to Jordan Love. We know that as a fact. We know that. We also know from Aaron Rodgers' podcast post Darkness Retreat, it's clear he wants to play. He wants to play. Not only does he want to play, he wants to play to prove everybody wrong. He wants to prove, like people that doubt him, that he's done. They doesn't have anything left to think. He wants to prove them wrong. He's frustrated at the Packers too. He's frustrated with the direction they're going. He's frustrated with them. Both sides clearly want a separation. We know he's talked positive about the Jets in the past.
Did you not say hi to Elmo in the chat?
I did say hello to the chat. It was his people.
Elmo.
Hello, Elmo. How are you doing? But like I said,
are you Jake Asman's #1 fan?
No comment. All right.
No comment. It's a yes or no question. You either are or you aren't.
Maybe. All right, but let's get back. All right, so like I said, look, and we gotta look at what right now. There's really no other team right now in the. Also, like I said, we know the Packers and Rodgers want to separate. We know he's talked positive about the Jets in the past. We know he's talked positive about the Jets on the Pat McAfee show. And we know, like I said, there's really no other team for him to go. The Packers have clearly made it clear they're not trading him in the conference. The Raiders have made it clear that they dropped out of the bid. There's no other. The Dolphins don't have the assets to make the move, and they've repeatedly said, we're sticking with Tua. We're sticking with Tua. They want to hammer in that they are sticking with Tua. That's their comment. And until they change their stance, I'm going to stick. There's been no sign from them making any moves. So, like I said, there's really no. And Rodgers wants to play. You got even Pat McAfee came on and said, I don't think this guy wants to retire. So there's really nowhere else for him to go. Unless some team swoops in at the last minute.
There's three options. It's retire, play for the Packers, or play for the Jets.
I don't think he's playing. Like I don't think he's gonna go back. It just the comments he made on the podcast, the comments the Packers have made, the fact that they discussed a trade, it just looks like that both sides want done. Neither side wants to be there anymore.
Okay. Tyrone, your thoughts?
I mean, I think at the end of the day, the one thing you gotta look at, V, is that he holds all the cards. Because if he wants to go back, he can go back. And so I think it's on him. If he says he wants to go back to the Packers, they're going to open it.
But he doesn't want to go back.
I mean, listen. The one thing about Aaron
Rodgers,
but
you look at his comment.
I mean, we have no clue what he wants to do. Let's just hope that he does want to come here, and we'll find out in the next couple of days, hopefully. So.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be that long. The thing is, I don't think it's going to take that long for Aaron Rodgers to make a decision.
It'll be done by the decision. It'll be done by
Like
the
I
weekend.
said, look, I feel like it'll be done almost sooner than you.
It's just I can't. I just can't do it anymore.
that was
Fucking
too
the
much.
light, the hand, the background noise, all kinds of shit. It's just like God damn. It's like you're dealing with. It's just right. It's like you're trying to give him a chance, man. But it's like there's this, there's that, there's noise, there's scratch, there's this.
Yeah.
The fingers are in the face.
Yeah.
Like it's just. I feel like I was like, am I high? Am I not high? Should I get high? I don't know what to do, right? I just don't know what to do. And Johnny, just so you guys know, Johnny right there just finished making a movie. So we're going to be interviewing
wow,
him.
man. Yo,
Yeah.
absolutely. Johnny, congratulations, man.
Yeah, he made a movie. But the thing is, like, I was going to do an interview for him, but I'm like, right now with all the Rodgers news and all this other shit, I'm like, dude, it just won't work. Because we're all be like, listen, this is really interesting, but talk about like Lamar Jackson, Rodgers, all this other shit. So we definitely gotta figure out a good time though. But congratulations, Johnny, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Hell
Very,
yeah.
very cool. So stay tuned to that. You could you name the movie. I don't know what I can give out and not give out. So I don't want to start ruining this shit. All right. So we've had a very long show, but we cannot end it without talking to our cleanup hitter.
Closer.
He has Geno Smith in the mix. No, what was funny is Vincent when he was like when Gunny was on, Vincent was in the background playing guitar and shit. So I know he's getting ready to play a song, but he was playing a guitar in the background. I'm like, oh shit, here it comes. So you never a dull moment in this shit. So
never
our cleanup hitter, the biggest Seahawks fan I know, who's now a partial Jets fan as well.
Absolutely.
Who will be wearing a number 12 Aaron Rodgers jersey very soon.
Absolutely.
What's up, man?
What's up, bro?
My God. Oh my God. Shout out to Gunny.
There you go.
Hey guys, hey chat. Hey, everyone in the chat. Let's make this quick.
Wait, hold on a second. So you made an executive decision to not shout out Christy tonight? Is there is there a problem? What happened?
Christy.
you give her a shout out every week for the last 3 months. And now tonight you're like, let's keep it quick. Is there a problem? Is the romance over?
No.
Are you moving on to bigger and better things?
No, you guys have just been up for almost 3 hours.
I know.
Absolutely.
That's why I said
there's trouble in paradise. The Let's Talk Jets community is gonna be wondering now what's going on. Jose did not shout out Christy. This is interesting now. Yep.
Shout out to Christy. Yo, Christy the dog, man. That's the goat right there. Christy cool as shit.
Now you guys got
you gotta know Christy's probably a dude too. It's like there's no way it's a woman. It's definitely a dude. So that's the funny thing.
Right.
This show is only the show, man.
It is. It's true. There's no way that's a woman. It's definitely a dude.
So I just have a message for Woody Jones.
All right.
Robert Sala and Joe Douglas. Make it end. Make the have that drug.
Absolutely.
For everyone, mental sanity.
It's true.
Make it end. I haven't refreshed Twitter this much since the 2020 election.
It's true, man.
Absolutely. Oh.
And I'm not kidding.
It's true.
But honestly, one thing I will never do is wear an Aaron Rodgers jersey or wear any other player.
Come on, man.
But not that diva. And yes, I am with Tyrone. I want I want Lamar Jackson.
Oh, you're starting this shit too now?
Absolutely. Just saying, bro. Just saying. That's
See, now,
Jose.
Tyrone's got his smile back. Gunny quieted him down, but now Tyrone's got his smile back. Now he's going to start his Lamar Jackson shit again.
No, Gunny killed that shit, though. I ain't even going to hold you. Gunny interview was amazing. So, all aspects of what Gunny was saying, I was listening to. So, I'll take whatever we can get. Look, long as it ain't Baker Mayfield, I'm good. I'm trying to tell you. I can't take that shit. I want a real quarterback. I want to play for a Super Bowl. I want to be in the playoffs. I want to see this team flourish. I want to see this team win. That's just what we all want. So if you can get it done with Aaron Rodgers, get it done. If you can't, get Lamar. If you can't, I don't know what to tell you.
No.
Thank you, Just Plain Dave. I appreciate that. And good luck with you guys, man.
Yeah.
D'Amico Ryan there. You got probably drafting a quarterback too. So best luck to you guys too, man. We appreciate that.
Now, Tyson
Yes, sir.
and Tyrone.
Yes, sir.
When do you think this soap opera ends?
Friday.
I'm gonna say it has to be this weekend, bro. It has to be by Saturday or Sunday, bro, because you got to get ready for free agency. So you can't drag this shit on.
Well, you got to get it organized because you got to figure out what the contract's going to be, what your cap space is going to be, what you got to restructure, and then you got to put together a plan of what you want to do to get going forward. Because Aaron Rodgers is going to want to get guys that he's going to have a list of guys he wants. That's just the way he rolls. So that's got to get done by the way. That's got I think Friday. He'll do some kind of shit. They'll get it done. But like you said, Jose, I'll be all night tonight. You're sleeping, but you're not sleeping. Let me check Twitter just real quick. You know what's gonna happen? I guarantee it's gonna happen, Tyrone.
2 o'clock in the morning.
No. This fucking thing's gonna go down when I'm doing my goddamn challenge. I'm doing like mile 36 in the middle of the woods somewhere. Aaron Rodgers is a Jet. That's what's gonna happen. I'll be making videos like with fucking no sleep. The prick will screw me. I guarantee you will. Guarantee
absolutely, it. Yo, absolutely.
Anything else, Jose? Any good?
So if Aaron Rodgers decides to retire because he's not going back to Green Bay, this has been the ugliest divorce I've seen since my parents.
Oh shit!
But that's besides the point.
Damn.
If Aaron Rodgers retires, what's plan C, D, F?
Lamar Jackson. Got it.
I agree. And with that, I'm out.
Jose.
All right, love you, bro.
Have a
good one, man.
Love you, man.
You too, bro. You already know.
He talking some shit.
Yo.
He's always prepared with his jokes, man.
Oh, he always, man. Yo, listen. Yo, thank y'all for tuning in for this 2-hour and 30-minute show. But before we go, Tyson, bruh, Friday is your day. You start your journey. Yo, we're going to be rooting for you. We're going to be praying for you, man. Stay solid. Nothing but luck. I'm going to bug the shit. I ain't going to bug you too much, but I got to check on you to make sure you're good. Because I'm going to be worried.
I'll need those.
The journey you about to go on, man, is so important, man. And thank you, man, for just doing what you're doing and being an advocate for all our veterans who served, who are going through it right now. And it's such a remarkable thing you're doing, putting your body at risk and just fighting for the voices that aren't heard. And to bringing awareness to this, man. Like I said, man, my hat goes off to you. Nothing but diehard respect for you, bro. And I can't wait to see Sunday, that picture when you over there about to fall out. You know what I mean? But you completed the task, though. So,
first of all, thank you very much for your donation, Darren. That was very generous. And Phil, thank you for the kind words too, Tyrone. Listen, man, it's gonna be an experience, but I appreciate everybody's support, man. Everybody in the chat, everybody in the comments and shit like that, the donations, it's been crazy. And if anybody wants to follow it, part of the arrangement of doing this, I have to post everything every 4 hours. So on social media, every time I do something, you got to post the result, the time, proving that you're actually doing it. That's kind of like the commitment you make to it. So you can't be like, oh yeah, I did it. I'm good. You walk around smiling, all suntan and shit. Like, no, you actually got to show that you did it. So yeah, if you're gonna watch, you want to check it out. It's on my social media. And hopefully Aaron Rodgers is done before then, so I can kind of get the video done before I do the run, because I definitely don't want to do that shit. I guarantee it's going to be like Saturday afternoon, it's going to breaking news. I'm like,
yo. Hey, Tyson, the Knicks run gonna be for Aaron Rodgers, right?
Yes.
Get his
Get
ass
the-
here.
Should charity run for him. But thank you,
Yeah,
Tyrone.
so-
Thank you guys for joining us. And if the Jets get Rodgers, we'll go live that night. We'll go live as it happens.
Absolutely, bro.
And
You
then
already
if
know what
not,
it
we'll
is.
just be burning shit down. So
It's gonna be different.
talk to you guys later.
Yo, Jets up.